As I fell to the ocean floor, fading light through an open door, saw myself rise with the water. And they thought they could keep me down, hold that breath and watch me drown, but all they did is push me higher.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's nice not having the lights on us for once.
Oh yeah, it's actually fine.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Sorry for the technical issues. We had some internet stuff to take care of. We didn't want to have a crappy quality, choppy, frame droppy stream. So hopefully, fingers crossed, knock out some yard wood, that it's all fixed. So right now what's going on is we should be getting ready to go. It's actually just Hyun's computer that's getting set up at this point. And we've got the winner of the Yord Watches to actually announce. So while we're waiting to get into the finals here, there's a gentleman in chat named Real Jansoon. So if you guys enter this contest, if you're here live at the event, make sure you get on your phones right now real quick. There's a guy in chat named Real Jansoon. He's going to verify who you are by simply having you type in Twitch chat. But the guy who won the $200 voucher for the Yord Wood Watch, the delay is because I can't open this on my phone in time. There we go. Oh, this is a wonderful name. Dog Meat Stew. So Dog Meat Stew, if you're in Twitch chat, say something to @RealJansoon so that you can claim your watch. If this guy doesn't claim anything by the second game, we're going to go on to the next name that he gave me, and so forth and so forth. So he'll DM me if you guys get it. It's a little hard to coordinate this without like using Skype and things like normal, but hopefully you guys will get that watch, or he will get that watch. Dog Meat Stew, what an amazing name. Dog Meat, please. And of course, we had about 500 entrants over the last 3 days, so if the guy's not here, that's a real shame, but it's good for everyone else who didn't get a chance to win, because we'll go down the list.
How long are we giving him?
So the end of game one, like we did last time.
Oh, okay,
one per game, keep going down, keep going down. People
Dark
say he's not
Meat,
even in the
please.
channel, though. Give him a sec to log in, guys. Maybe he's watching, he's lurking. We'll give him some time. Tell you what, because we're actually on a bit of a delay here, because we're waiting for computer stuff to get set up, if he doesn't claim this by the start of the first game, we'll give it to the next person. And we'll go so forth and so forth. We got Zombie up, of course, in chat as well.
Oh.
Not picking fights so much as making fun of Rifkin with inside
What?
jokes.
I was even making fun of you.
Stream took a picture. We're trying to take a picture of Brett.
This is what you get when you take selfies with Brett.
Because I broke my phone, and for those who don't know what happened, and the stream broke, and
Well, no one would have even known.
it hurt my feelings, man.
I don't think
My
it did.
poor phone. My poor phone.
My poor feelings.
Why can't I hold all of these feelings? All right, so of course we got the Yord Wood Watches on display up here. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing them. I cannot believe how fantastic these look in person. We've given away almost everything at this point. I think everyone in the crowd pretty much should have like a card pack or a
Hopefully.
plushie or something. If there's anyone who still hasn't gotten anything, we'll try. We got a couple of things left in the back. Not a whole lot, if we're going to be completely honest. But if we see Cactus Valley, for example, in the series,
Yeah.
no reason not to try. We had the dance contest earlier. Again, congratulations to, I think it was, oh geez, I want to say Dave. Tall skinny guy with the glasses, how I remember him. And Tempo.
David.
For winning the DX Racers up front.
Yes, that was an amazing dance contest.
That was, I'm so glad we did that for many different reasons.
I'm just so glad that, like, you know, like, what was it, like 15 people or something? No, I mean, like 12 or whatever it was, actually went up there and were actually willing to make fools of themselves on stream. So good job,
It's a lot
guys.
of fun. I tried to catch up with some of them too, the ones that didn't win, and give them some card packs and stuff, make sure they were like, you know.
Yeah,
thanks
to
for
be
doing
honest, like, Sempo didn't make a fool of himself, though. That was actually just impressive.
it. Tempo was damn impressive. The rowboat thing he was doing, bouncing his butt on the floor. I don't even know what that's called.
Where there was like the dubstep song or whatever when he went down to the floor, I was like, ooh, that's kind of impressive.
Tempo was a fine dancer, I must say. But looks like I'm in the wrong lobby. Awkward.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, I'm going to join you. You're on the wrong account, too. Do
I'm
something
on
funny.
Crank. Oh, I love butts. Wait, are you in the chat channel? There we go, Crank.
Yes, that
I
appeared.
am bad Protoss.
Wow. I am worse, Zerg. Terran, absolutely terrible.
Our observer just saying, yeah, I know all this. All right, so I guess I'm going to swap over to my account. Would probably be helpful.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, I guess Zerg is real ID friends. We're friends in real life.
Actually, it was a lot easier when we were just using the one monitor anyways. When mine went all kablooey and like kicked me out of the game.
Yeah, but then you would go over and you would be like, Control, Shift.
Well, because you weren't pressing it, man. I was like, who's on top?
We
Who's
know
on
the
bottom?
score.
Actually, you know what? I lose count of that really easily. That's why I rely on doing the score
It was
as we go.
literally a 3-0. I mean, could you just calm
Yeah,
down?
yeah, it was a 3-0. What did I accidentally say when he won? It was a 3-1.
3-1.
So I need that score, Zombie Grub, okay? It's
I
a
guess
little
you
bit
proved
difficult.
your point.
All right, so we've also elected to lose the Blazers for the final cast. One part because it's so damn hot. The second part because I want to make this more like a regular, like this is more of a base trade cast. You know, me and Zombie just kind of casually chilling, having a good time in the finals. Probably a bit delirious and not going to give a good analysis cast at all.
And fighting with chat.
Yeah. Are you already fighting with chat?
No.
My name is Zombie. You gotta correct people on your name.
No. Some guy wanted to shout out. He was like, "Notice me, senpai."
Oh, okay. Well, I've still gotten no message from the Yord Guys sponsor, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to give another person a chance here at winning that watch.
Well, the guy does have a entire, like, you know,
Dog meat
12
stew.
hours because the first game's not going to start till then.
Well, she says as the lobby goes up. I also, I love Hyun's message here. I'm just going to read this out. It says, I lost weight and I need a new belt. Hashtag HIAT.
That belt's actually huge.
The belt is
The
freaking
opposite
huge.
of losing weight.
It would also, you know what, he would make up that weight with a belt when he puts it on too, because that thing is freaking heavy.
Yeah. I actually want to see him try and lift it. I think he already has.
Him or Jaedong,
Yeah.
whichever wins, I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Some other guy could win, too.
That's right, Hyun's not guaranteed to win this.
Honestly, when I was we were talking about, like, okay, so like the guy comes out and he does the thing, the cool ceremony, which we'll reveal later. I was actually imagining Hydra. I'm not gonna lie.
You're just like miming the worst clap of all time, like, hey, who won the game?
That's exactly what I was doing. Anyways, I kept imagining it was Hydra, to be honest.
Yeah, everyone, and I know was telling me like, oh, this is gonna be so lame because like, you're gonna have Hydra win. We're just looking to see who's in second place and blah blah blah. I was like, no, shut the fuck up. Like, this is gonna be great. Pardon my French, guys.
No cursing on stream. What's wrong with you? So many people. You're gonna get mad. Oh.
Well, the
my
stream's back
God.
up, and
Oh
we
my
are
God.
almost good to go. All right, so it's a best of 7, not a best of 5.
Right?
This is a pretty big deal. We always like having our longer finals. Oh God, do you
course.
remember? Was it the EU8 or whatever? Where we had like the best of 9 finals, best of 7 semifinals.
You call it EU8, but all I know is wait, there's
Wait,
more.
there's more. Thank you. But yeah, we've had our fair share of really long finals. Hopefully this best of 7 will be pleasing and entertaining for you all. I will jinx this entirely by saying we've actually been lucky. We've always had pretty good finals for our tournaments. I've never
Yeah.
really been disappointed.
Well, I mean, besides the one that you jinxed Hyun with earlier.
Yeah, that I'm doing again now by bringing it back up.
Yeah,
Oh God,
seriously,
oh no, I'm
what
so
is
sorry,
wrong
Hyun.
with you? If Hyun loses, everyone tell Hyun to blame Rifkin.
All right,
we're ready.
so we're
Oh
ready.
My God, we're actually ready.
All right,
Ah.
guys, stream. We gotta get some tweets out, get some retweets out as well. If you're in the audience, make sure you tweet what's going on. The finals are starting now. We'll see you in a sec. All right, folks, welcome back. We're in the grand finals. Spawning here.
Oh.
Spawning here on the pause screen. Oh no!
Oh, God. What's funny, though, is that Jaedong was the one that was pretty much set to go, and he was like, I'm just waiting, and then boom. Please,
Okay,
please pause, please.
Well, I'll just tell our dearest observer, too, before we get started. We're actually on the wrong player, just as a heads up.
Well, I feel like you just told the guy in our ear you said it wrong.
Well, they said put the camera on Hyun. We're watching Jaedong right now. We need to be on Hyun. So, ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the top left corner of the map, playing for Rocket, it's Hyun!
God. In the bottom right, as the red Zerg, ZVZ Master, it's EG's Jaedong.
But, Zombie Grub,
What?
look at that pool
What?
timing and count how many drones Hyun currently has.
7.
He's going for a hell of an early, a hell of a dick mode pool.
Wow. Cursing.
That's not cursing. Cursing is like way worse than that.
Can you give me an example?
No, because then I would be cursing.
Oh, I was going to trick you. But seriously, going for an early pull right off the bat, an excellent way, in my opinion, to play an entire best of 7. A lot of games to throw, quote-unquote, throw away a couple of these very, very cheesy builds.
I mean, you don't scare someone like Jaedong easily, but you'll put like
Right.
6 pull, 7 pull, 8 pull, any of those earlier pulls, and you're probably going to put a bit of fear into him. And Jaedong's going to go hatchery first?
Yes, but we have to, I mean, hatchery first is, you can defend this technically, right? It's when it's like hatch, gas, and then like a 17 pull, they're just like, yeah, you're probably
Jaedong, excuse me.
You're just...
Now,
Just get out.
I actually took time to talk to both of these guys before I got into it. While we watch Hyun run over the links in a moment, I talked to Jaedong first, and I was like, yo,
Okay.
how you feeling? You're really good at ZVZ. I love watching you play ZVZ. And he's just not confident. I don't know. He said the same thing basically said when he was going to fight against Hydra. Like he said it'll go how it goes, more or less. So I don't know if that's lack of confidence, if he didn't want to jinx himself, but this first game is not going to put him in a good mindset.
Well, maybe not. Jaedong did not go for greed much at all. But the hatchery, of course, was the greedy part. But he actually goes for the 14 pool. Or, yeah, 14 pool. He doesn't add any more drones after the hatchery. This is the best hatch first scenario you can have against that early pool. And, of course, a lot of it's going to come down to decision-making by Hyun. He'll go right past the hatchery, sees that it was a hatchery first, and goes to the drone line. Let's see how the micro actually turns out with these drones. It's going to be 6 lings to start off, but 8, 10, 12 are actually in total.
So Hyun's got a little bit of wiggle room here, though. He has to kill more than 6 drones. This isn't a simple factor of evening up the drone count, because Jaedong is up an entire base. He's going to kill a lot. The Queen's not coming up for quite some time. He's on a clock, though, because Jaedong is now producing his own lings, and when those come out, they'll kill Hyun.
He's starting to get to that number, though. There was some good micro from Jaedong, but now he's down to 8. He does, of course, have that extra hatchery. 7 recoverable, 6 gets that last
scary.
one. It is scary. Now down by 5.
Hyun also sneaks 2 more links into the base. One of the big things about these 2 running around in the main is the fact that they will distract for a small amount of time. Maybe kill another drone. Gonna run around to try and heal up if he can, but man, half the drone count for Jaedong. Is that worth having an extra base?
It's actually really hard to tell. Usually at this point, it's win or lose for either player, and it's done and over with. So they actually determine who's going to go into what. We have Hyun going into that speed. In fact, it just started to get that gas shortly after he made those lings, and it's
Speed's gonna be a huge advantage.
Right, exactly. It's going to be speed versus that extra hatchery. That extra hatchery doesn't really help right now. There's no queen at it that's producing extra larvae. I can use the extra larvae. It's not like it has more, better mining because there's only 10 drones. But it is something that if he can defend whatever follow-up it is, and he's going to get in here and not only scout, but potentially kill 1 drone himself, maybe? No, it's just purely a scout.
I mean, the Queen just does a little bit too much damage. And I mean, Jaedong, he knew there was no natural base. This was the big thing. His Overlord's just scouting constantly by sitting there. For Hyun's sake, though, he said the hatchery's not going to help. I can't even move against something that's going to be fast and speedy like lings. If there was some sort of like Evo Chamber wall block him, if he had a creep spread, I mean, he's going to have a Spine Crawler, Jaedong, maybe a second Queen, but he's not going to really have a lot to fight with.
Yeah, he's going to have to get the second Queen soon. The lings are chasing Jaedong's lings back. He doesn't want to get that Spine Crawler canceled.
He's finishing here like in second.
Oh, yeah, he's got like 10 more seconds here. It looks like the second Queen's going to finish, and the Spine Crawler's also going to finish, but then, the speed advantage means that I can't see Jaedong holding the actual hatchery.
Exactly. Hyun doesn't actually have to break up to the main. He doesn't even have to fight the Queens on the ramp. The second Jaedong gets, I guess, overzealous and pulls those Queens away is when they get surrounded. Now, these links are going to try and run around this. There's not really a lot on the ramp. All he's got to do is kill one of these links and he can break through.
And if he leads a wall with 5 lings, only 1 ling gets through. This is actually a really great defense to start things off. Hyun gets a couple more drones. He's still up by 6.
There's that, plus the Bailey Nest.
Right, the Bailey Nest is going to be really hard to contend with. Now, if Jaedong can kind of secure the natural, maybe the creep teams they're talking about, I mean, I can't imagine a wall is going to come down soon as he is still starved for that money. But say like the Spine Crawler gets down here, then that comes into the focus fire with the Queens and Spine Crawler on those Banelings, and maybe Jaedong can work that ZVZ magic.
Yeah, and actually it's very little to nothing done with this, but again, that fear of just having the links nearby, it's so weird, because Jaedong, he's this guy who's really good at playing from behind.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he always wins when he does, but there's not a lot of players who can actually do that. So the fact that he is behind right now is actually not that worrisome for me. Because we've watched and witnessed him do some crazy things to come back in ZVZ.
Yeah. Now that Spine Crawler is going to the front. That's going to be easily surroundable if allowed the opportunity. There is a transfuse on that 1 Queen. Again, it's arguable that you would even want to go ahead and larva inject the second hatch or the main hatch or whatever which one, because you don't have a lot of money to put into that larva. So to save or transfuse is probably the better move. Lings are leaving Jaedong's base. Really? I mean, they're just going to get killed. It seems questionable.
Slowly. Well, I can still get killed quickly, but they're moving slowly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it turns out to be pretty odd, in fact, as Hyun's army moves across the right side, so Jaedong won't know. Hyun does know about those Lings. I still am really confused why Jaedong just sent them out like that. I guess he wanted to see maybe, like, are you making Banelings at any point along this path?
Yeah, or just generic scouting to see if the hatchery was down, maybe? I don't know if he'd actually scouted that before or not, because Hyun had put that down so late, but...
There's a wall. He can afford a wall.
Yeah,
That's
Queen gets in
actually-
there. But, I mean, at the same time, there might be Banelings. He might be able to bust through this. He's
Well,
just has
yeah,
to assess
but-
the situation. Banelings just finished morphing in.
And now he's up in workers. If he can really hold this wall, and Hyun's going to have to get a lot of Banelings to break it, he can do something. Well, that
He
is a lot of
walls-
Banelings.
he
He's going to
super walls
second
everything in,
wall
though.
everything in. They chance,
But
he
the
cancels.
Banling splash is a little too much as
Oh,
well. Takes
it
out so many of the
was?
buildings.
Wow,
GG.
okay, he's just going to...
No
GG.
middles.
GG. Yeah, the Banelings. I did not expect him to get that one in the back as well. But Hyun does take that first game.
Splash damage. Y'all got any more of that?
That's so weird.
Y'all got any more of that splash damage?
I didn't like splash really far, but yeah, I mean, Jaedong had an opportunity there. He really did, and that's surprising.
Wait, what is... Oh, Catalina. Okay, so we got Coda, Catalina, Cactus Valley, Terraform, Dash, Terminal, Bridge, Head, and Moonlight Madness is the map order.
I love that you get tripped up because he didn't say the full ones.
I
It
was
was
like-
just
I
Coda,
was like-
Cata, Cactus, Terra, Dash, Bridge, Moon.
I was like, which is Bridge? What's a bridge? They're going to bridge their way from... They're going to dash over the bridge to Moon.
Yes, exactly.
That's how Apollo 13 or whatever, the moon landing works.
Is it?
No, not at all, obviously.
What are you doing? Why would you bring that up?
I'm trying to make wordplay out of the words.
Oh wait, so that means that Catalina's next. I
Yes.
was busy making fun of you.
Wow, thank you. This is what I have to deal with on a regular basis, guys.
Uh-oh. We're good.
What? What
No,
happened?
there's no input signal.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh, hey, we got lights back. Great. I wasn't feeling blind enough.
I know, right? That's why I took over Blazers, though. And then also because of that whole thing about us being base trade and super casual.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I love that we were able to keep this tournament somewhat professional, but still casual. Like, I had a lot of fun just meeting, greeting people when we weren't here, just kind of lounging around, even sitting in the audience, taking the blazer off, just having a good time.
Yeah, that was really fun.
But we're just waiting for the invite right now, guys, so give us a moment. I think that's, though,
Oh, are we gonna do any giveaways?
we should, but do you want to do it for Catalina? We'll do the chance, or you want Cactus Valley for the dance?
We haven't done Catalina giveaways in a while, have we?
We really haven't, so we'll have to, I guess if Livy or Crank can hear this, come to the caster desk.
Livy and Crank, please report to the caster desk. Quite. Where's the bell?
There's Livy, okay. So there's really not a lot left back there, guys. Livy, I think there's like some magnets. I know there's a Circling Banling plushie, a couple of card packs. Just anyone who doesn't have them, help them out.
Oh, the t-shirts. Yes,
Are
no?
in the other room, but we'll do that, I guess, for
Yes.
Catalina or for Cactus.
Okay, okay, well the point is we have more stuff to give away, yay!
Yay! Did we just error out of the BattleNet?
I'm not sure.
All right, so
There we go. Yeah, one of them plushies.
Yeah, so, yep. We're going to be giving these away for, let's see, we can't dance for Catalina. But, okay, let's try and relog. I think we have some problems here. All right, so we can't dance for Catalina, but we can have you guys chant really loud and obnoxiously.
Yes.
I think that's going to be the way to do it. So, Livy, you have to find who can hoy, hoy, hoy the hardest. Who can... When
the map intro happens, you guys, like, come on now.
These guys are too damn rowdy. Too easily excitable. But of course, they're not going to listen to us.
I know, right? They're not even listening to us. They're just like, we want the stuff, we want the stuff.
They've whipped themselves into a frenzy. They know not what they do.
I love throwing the magnets, by the way. Totally, you cannot tell where that's going. I think I just whacked someone in the face.
All right, so Livy just gave out some giveaways in totally not the way we wanted it to have happen, but who cares? Congratulations to those who won. Hey, Livy, you want some Starbursts?
That's her response to everything. No
Okay.
one else got that joke.
Let's see if we can get into this game now. We had to restart our clients, so hopefully now it's going to work.
There we go. Hello, Catalina.
As long as one of the PCs loaded, that's all that matters.
That's true. That's a good point. I think Hyun is in the preloader, because I can see his first-person view. Amazing being in a live event just for that.
I really wish we could have streamed those, but what do we create, like a BaseTradeTV, like FPS 1, FPS 2 type thing? Then people think we're playing Counter-Strike. Boo.
I don't get it.
First
Oh,
person
first
stream.
person stream.
But first person shooter, obviously.
Oh, yeah, I get
Blah,
it.
blah,
I get
blah,
it.
blah, blah, blah.
I get it.
But no, seriously, for those of you in the audience, I hope you've enjoyed this. Hopefully we get this going here in just a sec. Like we said, just waiting on Hyun to get his, I guess, settings fixed.
You know, and we talk about this commonly.
Go on.
Who?
You.
Oh, okay. we commonly.
They can't hear this guy in our ear.
Yeah, but I thought it was really important. And you were like, yes.
To you.
Anyways, that we brag about like having SSDs at home. So I haven't done a unit preloader in like a year.
I know, right? I used to cast the unit preloader for fun. I haven't had to do that in forever.
Yay, we're ready. Everyone's in here.
All right, so,
Woo!
well, now you guys aren't allowed to hoy. You already hoyed. Who am I kidding? Let's hop into the intro. It's Catalina, guys. We'll see you in a sec. I'm not gonna lie, the way they sync up to that though is pretty legit.
It is. It's
All right,
cool.
guys, we got a slow clap. That's them telling us we need to get started. Spawning here on the northern side of Catalina. He's blue. He's Zerg. It's Hyun.
In the middle left, as it is, Catalina. It's the red Zerg. He's down 1. It's Evil Genius's Jaedong.
It's so weird.
Are you
that-
serious?
Yeah,
Are
he's
you
doing it
for
again.
real?
And he's doing it again. This is what I'm bringing up.
Oh, and he got the lucky spawns too.
He
The
did.
overlords will go in the wrong spot for Jaedong.
We need.
Oh my god.
This is the.
I feel like this is like Hyun, like I'm hungry.
I'm hungry for more. Okay, so things like 8 pools, again, we just saw the effect of what they're supposed to do. And again, you stressed one of the bigger things was the fact that he's got the lucky spot. He's going to scout with that overlord, know exactly where to go. But uh-oh, I'm being told we should definitely look at the second watch winner because the first one never claimed it.
Oh, that's right. It's the end of the first game. Yeah, look at
So, let me just open this up really quick. The second person who won a watch, their Twitch name is...
that. Oh no, okay. Okay, first of all, amazing shot of the crowd right there. Thank you very much.
Boo!
Yes!
Boo!
Yes!
The second name in Twitch chat who won the watch is going to be Brawrey. B-R-A-W-R-E-Y. So, Brawrey.
So not kind of dowry, but a bro round.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
Congratulations. Look for Real Jansoon in chat.
Oh no. Oh no, Jaedong's like the last thing he'll ever do is do
no.
another 9 bull. Like, what the heck?
This is like super meta
Oh
gaming.
god.
Does he,
Oh
okay,
my God.
here's the real question. Does he just leave? Does he say F this and go
I
to
mean,
game
he
3?
might.
I
He
mean,
sees it now with
sees
the
it with links.
overlords. That's the first
Yep.
indication. He cancels the gas. I mean, that's 25 more minutes.
Saves the drone. Saves the drone.
Yes, and then that's actually legitimate, right? They'll go ahead and
Yes.
defend with, but he already had such trouble not taking enough, not keeping enough drones alive last time with a safer opener. I mean, how is he ever going to do this?
Stacking on minerals is a little bit harder to do in Catalina as well. They're not quite as helpful as some maps by the looks of it. Hyun is not killing anything just yet. But Jaedong...
It's already better though, you know, like seriously, like that 1 or 2 drones you get by doing like technically the greedier build and the actual drone stacking as opposed to fighting with it, which is what he did last time.
You're calling it a bit early. He's got to get the pool out. He's got to get some reinforcements out. I mean, he's taking some hits. He's taking some losses. More links coming in. Jaedong's already lost enough drones
Just
to
run.
be evened up.
Yeah, 1 more is going to go down. That's totally even right now.
There's too many links.
10 more links on the way from Jaedong. I mean, he's trying to save as many drones as possible. Now he's down by 2. Seriously, though, he took like less damage in one
absolutely.
time.
Much less damage this time
But
around, but the
that's-
problem is there's more links
yeah.
than Jaedong has lings.
Yeah, it still probably isn't going to work. He's going to have
Hyun
to attack
actually
with
has
the
to
drone.
surround on the bottom part of the hatchery.
Yeah, he does. And the lings of Jaedong actually going to get screwed by his own Sim City right there. The drone's
Nice
still on
hold
hold
position.
position, but I think it's
Yeah.
way too late. It's 18 drones to 6 drones.
12 to 6 last time, 18 to 6
Oh,
this
God.
time. Hyun,
Oh, no.
if he was able to win that last game, he better be able to win this game.
Right, exactly. The Lings are going to do their desperate to counter-attack, maybe get the
GG.
queen, but no, it's just going to
GG.
be GG, Hyun. Please. If we could like not like wait an hour for
For
like,
a 5-minute finals.
For 5-minute finals, that'd be really cool.
All right, well, I'm going to go see if that guy won that watch, if he claimed it yet. I'm also going to, in Twitch chat. Oh. All right, we're just going to quick reset the observer computer. But I'm also going to go paste in Twitch chat a $20 G2A code. I think we're going to cast you. Look at this right here. Where's this? Where's it? Come here, point at me. What? Oh, G2A? G2A. Oh. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for sponsoring the tournament. This gift card comes directly from them. You'll have to guess the last number or digit in this code if you want to claim it. $20 for anyone in Twitch chat who gets it. Good luck, everybody. Oh, I'm posting from Libby B's account again. Oh. I hate candy.
Wow. The ultimate lie.
I know, right? I'm a cop.
Oh my god, can you not bring that up right now?
Okay, sorry.
Just not.
Thank you, Great by Great, for the 15-month resub, as well as Nothing Man 32, 6 months in a row. You guys are both fantastic people. Thank you so much. And of course, you guys are typing the numbers in chat. You're supposed to copy paste it to the website and guess there. I'm not going to tell you if you guess why, right?
Oh,
anyways,
boy.
I still don't have a message from Jansoon. Still no dice. It looks like we don't have anyone claiming these watches yet. We had the same problem last time. People didn't want to come back for the final. So we do have more names to list out. The next one, I'm not going to read yet, but that's a stupid name.
Oh, I can't wait to read that one.
Okay, good. You just volunteered. Thank you.
Okay, fine. I volunteer. Good deal.
All right. Well, it is, again, we're restarting the Observer PC really fast, guys, to make sure that there's no issues. We do have a 2-0 lead for Hyun.
Sam.
So who's the beard stroke guy? Is it Zam or is it Gnome John?
I'm pretty sure Zam started this.
They're
I'm
both,
just saying.
but they're both like beard stroke guy. I don't know what's happening. There's like these weird. Now I'm doing it. Why am I? I can't stop.
It was a trick.
I don't know. We go to Reddit. There's like beard stroke guy memes. I'm like, is this what our tournament has turned into?
It's got to be the new emoticon.
It's our problem. We got Zethian is one of our mods.
Is
He's
this-
the pizza guy from DreamHack. We got Zam. He's like now beard stroke guy. Like.
Is this the final goodbye to the Hoi emote? Is this like this is actually the tournament we did specifically to say goodbye
Actually,
to it?
You know what? You're actually not entirely wrong with that. We probably should talk on that. So, guys.
Oh no!
I know.
No.
Don't worry. There's still a really ugly version on Zombie Grub's channel, guys. So we've talked about this for a while on BaseTradeTV. We're looking to axe a couple of our emotes. Get rid of a couple so we can make new ones. And I know everyone's always really sad because it's so hard to please thousands of people. Some people will love the new ones. Some people will hate the old ones. But the reality is, we're never going to find an opportunity to use Catalina again. We love this map. As much as I hate this map.
Wait. It's almost the end of WCS. Stream pool.
Don't mention that
Blizzard.
hashtag ever again.
Blizzard, could you please
Stop.
do this?
Just stop. Can we cut her mic? Production? Anyone?
I think this is a great idea. This is amazing.
Well, Dreampool is so good. Hey, they actually cut your mic. I love it. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, in all seriousness, though, spam the hoi hois while you can, guys. We're probably going to retire this emote and a couple others. We make room for some new ones. We've got plenty of new memes like the Cactus Valley intro, which again is probably getting old on itself. We got new maps coming with Legacy of the Void. We want to make some room to make some cool new emotes. But yeah, this is like, we really brought it back for this one too. We knew how ridiculous the intro was. We knew how much everybody loved it. We had to throw Catalina into this. Woo! Got cheerful hype. But I'm just gonna guess.
Oh! Ooh!
I love this crowd. Like, nothing happens, and it's just like, yeah! Literally, yeah!
You know what Jaedong hears?
Yeah, the white noise is like blocking out all the good mojo he's getting. But no, in all seriousness, guys, like, we always want to do fun stuff for BaseTradeTV. I think that's pretty much clear at this point with our dumb tournament names and our awesome map pools. I know a lot of people actually complained about the map pool for this too.
Whatever.
We got a lot of hate for this with the players, but for the most part, we always try to do what's fun for you guys. I'm not going to get all sentimental now. We'll save that for the closing ceremony, but seriously, like, I still can't believe we do this. Like, this whole trip, this journey of BaseTradeTV has been phenomenal, and this, I really better not be the end of our road, because I want to do so many more of these in the future.
Yeah.
But I think we're getting into the game now. It sounds like, hey, production, do we have like the 2 minutes? Why don't we just host?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You literally do it all the time.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Hey, Zombie
I
Girl.
have gone almost 3 days without hosting a single map.
Oh, you're not about to start now? Oh, look, it's the James not paying attention
Oh,
camera.
actually, I lost
Again!
the map pool.
Cactus Valley. It's Cactus Valley.
And also, don't go on a Legacy of the Void.
Yes, that's
Observer PC guy.
Dear Observer PC, don't go Legacy of the Void. That would be a hard game for us to observe, considering no one else would be there.
You said Cactus Valley?
I'm pretty sure it was Cactus Valley. Oh, there you go. Jaedong, Cactus Valley. We're hosting. Don't worry, Observer guys. We got this. We will invite you.
I mean, I'm not nearly as prepared as I usually am. I feel like a scrub right now.
Yeah, actually, we won't invite you. We got the spinning wheel of ladder death.
Oh, that's right. This is why I stopped in the first place.
All right.
Blizzard hates me. You've got to give him an amazing idea too.
Well,
a dream pool idea.
no, you should just not. Like, the thing I hate is I know
should.
Scion watches our channel, so you should just, like, not bring this up.
Ryan, Sladia.
It's like name dropping people from Blizzard that nobody knows who you're talking about.
No, but they know.
Oh, they know, so they're gonna like, okay, I see how this works. The connection's in. We saw people spamming hoi 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 in Twitch chat. This is so dumb.
Look, they're getting it all out. They're gonna have to say goodbye.
They gotta get out of their system. Like, oh.
That's so sad.
All right, so I think we're almost ready to go. Sorry for the hiccups, guys. Figures we'd have a smooth run of the group stage and everything up to the finals today, right?
I know. Yesterday was so smooth. It was like butter.
Well, unless you freeze the butter or something, then you can't. You just rips the bread.
What? Are you gonna do like cold peanut butter versus like covered peanut butter again?
Okay. Does anyone actually do that? We talked this morning. Okay. I need not cheering, okay, crowd? I know you guys love to cheer, but raise your hands. Does anyone here put their peanut butter in the fridge? Thank you! That's so weird! Thank you! Nobody should do that!
There's like the two people in the crowd that are over 40 and they're like,
oh,
yes.
maybe I'm glad I didn't put my hand out. Like,
I feel like people are
We've
shouting
started a
stuff
discussion,
out,
Elliot.
like-
I was just like yelling about the peanut butter now.
some guy said yes, now they're fighting right now. Look at the stupid chat.
Oh, chat. Yeah, chat's now fighting about it too. Great. We incited everyone at the live event and another couple thousand people online. All right. Well, with the game getting up for Cactus Valley, let's see.
They gotta talk about that GIF, you know?
Oh, hey. So Brari was there. Brari was the one who
Oh
won the
my
watch
god!
code.
Hey!
Congratulations to Brari. He won the $200 watch code for Wood Watches, sponsored by Horde. Awesome stuff.
That can be his dowry.
But just because it's funny, the next guy's name, and this might make him kill himself because he missed it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
His name is Bob. You read it.
Bob da ba ba ba.
Ba be da be da ba 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 da ba.
I'm like 99% sure that's exactly how he wanted me to say it. I think
All
I
right.
nailed it.
Well, thank you, Jansoon, for helping moderate that. Thank you, Yord, for giving us the watches to give
Are
away.
you serious? Fear Dragon?
Fear Dragon. Not only is he a vegan, he puts peanut butter in the fridge. It's so hard being friends with this guy.
What?
He's like, hey, by the way, you guys got a Korean barbecue? I can't wait to come. Except I can't eat anything there.
No, that's literally what happened. He was like, yeah, I'm so excited. I heard so many good
Yeah,
things.
we
Gets
drive
there, and he's like, wait a minute.
We
It's just, like,
drive
all
20
meat.
minutes to go to Korean barbecue, and Fear Dragon looks all sad. He's like, I just realized, I don't know why I came. I can't eat anything here.
My man.
I'm like, yeah, my man. Oh, Fear Dragon. We love this guy so much that we make fun of him on stream every chance we get. But we do have Hyun, we have Jaedong in the lobby. We got Hyun joining us now. And hopefully we can cut down on the hiccups.
Yes, that'd be fantastic.
All right, let's do this. Cactus Valley. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your break. We're not going to force you to dance. Plebs. We'll see you guys in a sec on this awesome map for another 2-minute game. So I would like to just quickly thank both Aaron and Zelisam for dancing in the crowd. But guys, we got to get into the game. The crowd won't let us stall. In the top left corner of the map for Rocket, it's Hyun!
In the bottom left, as the red Zerg, he needs your cheers. He's down to 2 games. It's Jaedong.
I almost feel like we always hear the Canadian crowd is super hype, and when we go to WCS, we had all the production crew and casters tell us they couldn't wait to come back to Toronto. I feel like it's almost too hype now. Like, we can't say anything. They're just like, no, get to the intros. And it's not a bad thing, but it's like, wow, this is way too real.
I have an experiment though. Other than the next time they do that, we actually just keep on talking and talking.
Or what if we just say nothing and let them go and like never actually introduce the player and see if they'll just clap forever?
Maybe they will.
That's like such a mean experiment for such nice people. But okay, it's 2-0 in the favor of Hyun, and the biggest thing to point out this game, he didn't 8-point, he didn't 7-point, he didn't go for any stupid early pull. He's actually droning.
Oh my goodness, wow. Okay, so here's the thing. We had that like downtime and I didn't get to talk about it because it got a little silly. But you know, that first game, that was a surprise. That was like, okay, you know, you start off that game, start off the series this way, that's how you play. Fine. Second game, I would say 100%, like Jaedong's like, okay, he wouldn't do it again. But I wouldn't have thought that on Catalina. Like, Catalina would have been that map, the second map, and no matter where it was in the best of 7, that Hyun would have sent out any number of early pools because you do have that 50-50 chance the Overlord scouts the wrong direction first and they play just a little bit too greedy. So Jaedong, I think, you know, it's like the boxer thing. Like, he couldn't possibly 2-racks me 3 times in a row. But if it's that map that actually caters towards it, then, you know, that's definitely a concern. Cactus Valley, not really something that caters towards those early pools.
So just message our sponsors and see if we can give away the caster chairs if possible.
Oh, yeah?
So hopefully, cross your fingers, guys, we get like a good response back.
Another dance contest.
No, we'll have to think of something different. I think we've danced everybody out today. We've had a bunch of Cactus Valleys today. We had the actual dance contest itself. I think everybody's got to be pooped at this point. Plus, let's not forget, it's getting late. I want to thank you guys actually for sticking through this with us, too. This is going pretty late into the night, but we're in the finals, and this is it. There's no more StarCraft 2 after this one. So this best of 7 finals is in fact a finale.
Yeah.
And all you guys who stuck through the morning till now, give yourselves a pat on the back.
Yeah. I got that to collect myself, I suppose, because now we get to talk about like regular ZVZ.
Yeah, the potential of actual roaches showing up.
Goodness,
like, what's that?
What? Although, you know, he said roaches, but it's like the Zergling King versus the Roach King. Jaedong versus Hyun. Jaedong, I think, you know, he's going for that speed. Yes, he is. Just started, and he was pretty good with them versus Hydra. I feel like this is his element. He's finally able to get Lings out, you know, at the same time as his opponent. And I feel pretty good about the rest of the games for Jaedong. I'm not biased or anything.
Jaedong, yeah, that guy. What about Boxer? Let's just bring him up too for no reason, right? Like,
well, at least Jaedong's a reason.
Okay, fair enough. So for I guess Jaedong's thing, I mean, I want him to do well. I spoke to you about this, like how cool it would be to actually see him win our tournament. Because he plays in most, so does Hyun. Like, they're both people I would love to see win, but there's something I don't know about it. I just want Jaedong to win.
Well, probably because of the whole, like, you know, King of Kong there, right there.
Yeah.
Kong, and then, yeah. Plus, you cursed Hyun.
I cursed Hyun. He's up 2-0. I must be really bad at cursing people.
What Jeez. Maybe he's actually just getting revenge. You did talk to him, seriously, about the tournament. Rifkin has been like, Hyun, you gonna win? And he'd be like, oh, I don't know. And you'd be like, well, last time, 4-0. What's wrong with you? Like, poking him the entire time.
Like, hey, you remember that time you lost that big money in our previous tournament? I was like, oh,
yeah, just keep on bringing that up. Well, you know, Jaedong is going for speed. A lot of Lings and a Roach Warren is looking kind of dedicated.
I mean, the big thing is nobody went gasless this game, right? That's always one of the things you're always a little bit worried about, whether they'll be able to hold off things like this.
Spore?
Those roaches, right? I think it's just cheaper to get this down.
That is true. It's cheaper. That is absolutely true. But there are not just Lings on the way. They have to back off from that Spine Crawler and, of course, the amount of Queens.
I just did something stupid. Sorry, guys. There we go.
But there's also 10 roaches on the way. What the heck? There's also 10 roaches on the way. Hyun will not have his own speedlings, but he might have his own roaches in time for this.
Yeah, it's if you have enough Lings, you can certainly get the surround on the roaches. You can deal with low amounts, no problem. But you know, Hyun's Lings should deal with Jaedong's Lings. They're not going to actually just have free reign to go wherever they'd like. The Overlords also cover a lot of pathing between the two bases. Hyun's got actually clear vision from Jaedong's natural to his own base, so he'll know if the roaches come and where they'll come from.
Yeah. Jaedong, you know, down to workers definitely, dedicating to all of these units. They certainly have to do something. I
mean, yeah, his worker count's suffering because of this. Now, Hyun maybe gets caught off guard because he's droning so hard. He'll have less roaches, and that looks to be the case.
This is the first indication of it. The roaches, that is, and he was droning.
I really like the Link follow-up to this, though, instead of more roaches out of Jaedong. These are going to get across the map much faster than those roaches, and all he has to do with these initial roaches is break through.
Right, exactly. The Spine Crawlers might finish. He may even, like, you know, not even decide to surround them. He might just send the Lings all into that main base. Really, what does Hyun have? He's going to get a couple of roaches now, but the Roach Warren is going to be sniped. No, the Transfuse are using the Roach Warren. Well, now they can't be using the Spines.
Yeah, or the other Queens. I mean, he's just going to push through. Now, he's got to back up with his own Lings through. Realizing this for a moment, Jaedong does collect himself. He's got a very nice looking army with 39 supply over 28. Defender's advantage is nice, but I don't think there's enough roaches. Spine Crawlers do barely complete, but is this going to be enough? Drone's getting pulled in to keep him from going to the main. Stay in the natural. Fight my Spine Crawlers, he says.
One Spine Crawler now not doing anything. He is stuck on the ramp. The roaches are dripping out just a little bit, but there they go, away from the Spine Crawlers.
Man.
Just Lings coming out from
Hyun, of
course, because the Roach Warren died.
He locks his spot down on the ramp too. Hyun can't really push into this. Any Lings that come in will not connect. Jaedong pulls back the weak roach at the top of the ramp. Such small amounts of micro, but amounting to such a huge result.
Hyun is finally going to finish that Roach Warren, but he has such useless Lings trying to be the ones that help out here. Another drone pool.
Jaedong's already done enough damage. Like, Hyun's down to 23 workers.
Yeah.
He's pulling once again. Once all these roaches die, that's not the end of it. He also dedicated into 3 Spine Crawlers. Those Queens are dead. Hyun's lost so much in this attack.
Yeah, I mean, he's really basically lost the game. That drone counts versus Jaedong is just absolutely in the gutter. His only hope, you know, would have been like a counterattack. If he had a lot of his own roaches, for instance, if Jaedong had just focused on killing the drones and not like any other army, but that is absolutely not the case. Hyun lost his own army as well. He's only up by 5 army supply because Jaedong made so many drones.
Man, if he hadn't gotten away with that, man, like that attack was so good. I really like that out of Jaedong.
Yeah. The Roach was a complete surprise. Of course, Hyun, I mean, I just went over Hyun, Roach, Jaedong, Lings, and that's exactly what looked like was going on. Hyun skipped his Ling speed to go for the Roaches. Jaedong seemed to have just speed Lings, and then the Roaches were a complete surprise.
And it's funny because there's a lot of games where we'll see the player who skips their Ling speed, you know, they'll just snowball ahead so quick, so fast, so early, but Hyun, he's just relying on Spine Crawlers at this point. I don't know how well that's going to serve him.
I guess it's not an army to counterattack with, but it is technically, you know, things that you can defend with. So, you know, you don't really say in ZVZ, well, he can turtle it up. You know, if it's a mech player, he can turtle and maybe come back. Maybe in Legacy of the Void, when Lurkers come into effect, I could be like, oh, maybe he'll come back because he'll just turtle. But not really in Heart of the Swarm, and not really with such few units. He's going to push them across. I guess he wants to think about getting a third, as he can see that Jaedong got his.
I like this third base, or sorry, the sort of middle of the pathway split in the spines, though. Guarantees he'll fight the roaches if they go through his, sorry, I guess we want to call it crossroads to the third, one way or the other, or goes to the natural. A lot better than just sitting back behind the Evo chambers, at least.
Oh, Hyun.
He's just going to tap out. He knows.
I don't even know what he saw to do that. He was just like, no, it's not even worth it. I mean, really, when you consider, like, I am up 2 games, the worst thing I can do is let him have this one, then that's fine.
Well, it's good for Jaedong, assuming he's not going to get a 3-0. That would be the worst feeling in the world right now. 2-1 now in the favor of Hyun still.
Yep.
We have every map to pretty much go through. There's no vetoes when it comes to a best of 7. All 7 maps in the map pool are getting played, and the next one up is going to be Terraform.
Yeah. Really odd map. Initially when we saw this, I think because we went to Home Story Cup when like the map pool was only like a week old, we saw a lot of base trades and matter the matchup because it is that spiral pattern, and sometimes you can very much so lose sight of where your opponent's going. That happens a little less in ZVZ because you do have those overlords for free scouting for quite a while.
Yep. Zamrio, do me the honor. Would you mind reading this part of the conversation I've just had with Chairs for Gaming?
Okay, yes. Hey, so we gave away 2 chairs, man. We give away... Oh, I think you say May.
It's can, but I messed up.
Okay.
Fat fingers.
Can we give away the caster ones too? Yes, of course, they are yours.
So I don't know how. We'll try to think of something creative, but these 2 chairs, guys, we'll give these away as well. Actually, I would request, though, if you guys have got it in you, whether you're watching online or you're here live in the audience, I tell you, Chairs for Gaming, they've been our longest supporting. They may not have the biggest bucks in the world, but they're a Canadian chair company, so it's nice to have something that's, you know, Canadian. Maybe not for you American swine, but for me, it's a matter of pride, and I love that we've had them with us for so long. I would love to actually, I gotta go back and look. I think we've been with them for at least a year, if not longer now. In fact, I'd say over a year, because they have a Partoof. They earned the 12-month Partoof.
Oh, okay. Also, when did you break your chair? Do you remember that?
Shut up.
It's a legitimate question.
A while ago, okay?
Like only a year ago, right?
Something like that.
And then the awesome sponsors helped you out.
Yeah, they're like, we'll hook you up, Rifkin. Anyways, so tweet at Chairs for Gaming, guys. Give them some love. Thank them for supporting the event. They're awesome people. We're going to go to Terraform, though, and we'll see you in a sec. So I'm trying to think of a way to do these chairs creatively, right? Oh, are you guys? You gonna do this? You're gonna do this to us?
Oh, you're gonna test us.
What if we just never introduce the players? In the bottom, I can't do it. In the bottom right, it's Hyun!
You know, I get.
There's too much hype, Zombie Grub. I can't not do it.
You know, I get in fights with chat a lot. Should I get in a fight with the crowd? Should I fisticuff the crowd? Come at me, bro. Not gonna do it at all. No, I'm gonna do it. In the top left, it is Jaedong.
I just realized we've fallen into that cliche. If everyone else was jumping off a bridge, I guess we'd do it too.
Oh, well, I guess we succumb to peer pressure.
So I was thinking for these chairs, like, what's a good way to do this that's fair? Obviously, the dance contest was a little subjective, and I think a lot of people don't want to put themselves through that again.
They're all tired.
Everyone's exhausted. So here's what I'm thinking. We've got the photo booth still set up, right?
Uh-huh.
What if we got some people to take some photos, and anyone pointing at the Chairs for Gaming logo on that photo is entered into the contest?
Okay, and then what? We just
then we pick two.
Pick two?
Just pick two at random.
Okay. Okay, maybe we could do that.
Because then it's
well,
not
the picture's
subjective.
The picture's gotta be cool though. You can't just point at you just can't point at it.
Okay, you gotta wear some of the props too or something. Use a gun, I don't care. Point the gun at it, that'll be cool. Use some swords, I don't know. We got tons of props over there, guys.
Just use them.
Yeah, so let's do that. So between now and the finals, if you want to get entered in to win one of the caster chairs from Chairs for Gaming, all you got to do is take a picture with our photo booth, point at the Chairs for Gaming logo. I don't care how you do it. We'll pick two at random.
At random? Oh, okay, never mind. Because I was going to give points for the Ursidon usage, but apparently not anymore.
Okay, one will get bonus. Okay, we'll do one at random and one with the Ursidon usage, okay?
It's totally an Ursidon, and anyone so differently is just fool themselves.
And now everyone's lining up. No one cares about the finals anymore. They all just want the chairs. Okay, so we are in game number 4. It's 2-1 still in the lead in favor for Hyun. Now, Jaedong played a pretty straightforward game that game. It wasn't cheese. There wasn't an early pool. He just had a lot of roaches, and he used them well.
Right, yes, exactly. Hyun did not expect those roaches. He probably thought that he was going to be contained for a little bit while the lings were outside of his base, and he would be fine with that, and then bam, roaches on the way. Hyun should have better scouting in this game. I don't even know what we're cheering for
I don't
right
either,
now.
but I'm all caught up in the hype. I'm clapping.
It's questionable. Oh, they kind of stopped when you started, and I love that even better.
I hate you guys. You left me hanging, bros. This has turned into full-on BaseTradeTV now.
I know, right? Now it feels right. That's because we took out the Blazers.
Yep, there you go.
We unleashed it.
I took off the blazer and bad jokes started coming out. Now I understand the connection. It's like a cage for bad humor. Okay, so for Hyun's sake, what do you think, Zombie Grub? What's the plan of this game? Just go for roaches, try and cut speed again? Do you think he tries something ridiculous? I mean, he's playing macro
I think
someone.
he doesn't cut speed because he's
going
right
for speed.
Now.
Yep. Okay, there you go.
And then, as I said before, people started randomly clapping, that he's probably going to be a little bit more keen on that scouting. Again, he probably assumed that, like, I know Jaedong, I actually probably have a mental edge over him, being up 2-0 in those games. And then he got blindsided. So to have those feelings, definitely going to help out with scouting, just to be a little more keen on getting those links into the main base instead of saying, like, well, I'm playing a pretty safe build, I'll be okay. That's going to be the way to go. And in fact, they are doing basically mirror builds right now, both getting speed, both getting a Bailey Nest.
I mean, this comes down to timing now, I think. We got to look at who starts cutting drones when.
The double shutter shades.
Oh, dear. That's a little bit lewd over there with the photo booth, I got to say. Anyways, so I am looking at time. I think that's going to be the next big indicator. We might have them doing this. We'll see.
This is Jaedong's, of course, getting a scout on Hyun. Does see the Bailey Nest.
He also saw the amount of gas mined, which is very important. But I was going to say, he might not even cut drones. They might actually just continue going through and end up playing with defensive banelings instead. We actually see Jaedong throw down a spine crawler.
Yeah, throws on a spine crawler. Looks like he's going to not... Oh my god, are you serious?
Are you serious? How can you even cast like that?
Are you... Could you just stop touching my keyboard?
Did you learn how to use your keyboard, please? Control-Shift-X, it swaps the players around.
Oh my god, it's so useless. Anyways, the layer goes down for Jaedong, and
oh, the stream's doing it too! Ender Sword, hit Control-Shift-X, please. There we go.
No one clap. No one do that.
Don't support Rifkin.
Anyways, so a lot of lings are on the way, but of course that layer, and actually a Roachborn behind it. Jaedong, you know, is not only a ling guy, he is that Muta guy in DBZ as well, so that is always going to be potential in the rest of the best of 7 series. He's going to get on top of Hyun's third, and looks like Hyun, well, he has 2 banelings. That might not be
There's
enough.
no way to save this. You can just spread those lings
Does
out
he have
for a
any
while.
lings? I keep on expecting lings to help these banelings out, but apparently the banelings are like a two-man
It's like,
team.
Hey guys, weird help.
Oh,
Nice cancel though. Cancel, not a kill. Very important.
He was almost the best one-man team right there. Jaedong almost really messed up.
Well, it might still be
Oh!
good to that baneling. One man hero, but more banelings.
Hey, wait a minute, though.
Under the natural mineral line. Drone's starting to split. Can't quite get those hits.
He gets a lot of them on the snipe though, and will be able to leave with some of those lings.
Hyun falls a little bit behind
Yeah.
in drones, not by much, but he's going for that faster third, so that might help make up for it depending on how much of a vulnerability that is.
Yeah, it's going to be that faster third versus the faster roach speed. We'll see if Jaedong really has a plan of using that with the timing of his also +1 range attacks. Hyun did make lings as he realized he needed them. Now he has no choice but to really try and counterattack. 8 banelings is a little more committed than maybe he would have wanted to do, but this also could just be a serious surprise to Jaedong, catching him off guard. Jaedong's hitting those roaches and his own banelings. I don't think it's going to work.
So, we see creative on usage, by the way. There's someone shooting a bear.
Dude, you don't kill the Urchin.
I can't wait to go through these pictures to choose the winner later.
Oh
But
my god.
man, that is a lot of banelings for Hyun.
Yeah, it was, but the simple 4
no way to use
banelings
them,
of Jaedong was enough to scare him back. Almost gets that third, I guess left alone for too long, but lings are back there to save it, and Jaedong will have the later third even after that one cancel.
I'm a little more astonished we actually didn't have Jaedong. Like, he knew there were so many of these banelings awkwardly in the middle of the map. He didn't actually snipe anything with them.
He's about to have that speed that I was talking about. Remember, he went for that faster layer as opposed to the faster third. He's trying to hit something with the upgrades. It might work. A lot of lings can take on a small amount of roaches, but Jaedong also has his own baneling, so that kind of helps with that.
Well, 17 roaches to 4. It just doesn't feel good for Hyun, no matter how you look at this.
He has 12 on the way, and that speed means that Jaedong can always disengage, which is why he's doing this, but it's like Hyun just has to defend. I think he can.
The queens are helping a little bit. The banelings can get some decent connects. The splash damage certainly helps. It doesn't deal the bonus damage versus the roaches, but if you hit enough roaches, you might as well have.
Right, exactly. Where are those lings from Hyun? There they are. Oh, those are the rest of the roaches. Hey, the reinforcements have arrived. The banelings go connect.
Game.
There are the lings. They can really help out here.
I think the lings should be the critical part of this because it's 18 roaches versus 11. It's just going to go one way in that regard, but I don't know.
Maybe not. Roaches from Jaedong also coming in here. Of course, they have that speed, so they're getting her pretty darn quickly.
One shot from dead.
It's 18 roaches to 8. And now officially Hyun is, as you say, is no more ling fodder that could have helped out. He is really feeling the pressure, and Jaedong might have done a really nice build by going for that layer first, by going for the roach speed. He might have hit a perfect timing. He's actually backing off, though, so never mind.
I actually like these backing up, collecting his forces and not going in with these roaches that'll have 1 health basically remaining. Transfuses out of Hyun looking good. He's starting to turn this numbers game around, but it's still, this is the hardest fight he has to make.
Yeah. Jaedong is still up 5 drones, and of course that third finish behind this. This isn't really all in anymore, or, well, it wasn't really to begin with, but he's still...
Defender's advantage is really reigning in strong here for Hyun.
It is. But he still has this nice, if it's not a lead and it is numbers-wise, it's certainly control over the game.
And Hyun's actually not been doing something Jaedong's been doing. We'll notice Jaedong's been sneaking in 1 or 2 drones every round of these roaches. So he's up 54 workers to 48 slowly while this is going on.
Plus, during all of that, Hyun probably think he couldn't afford it, but he's heavily delayed that speed. So, Jaedong got the much faster speed, but on top of that, Hyun had to delay his.
There's still no Glio Constitution? Hyun hasn't even started it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. There it is now. I mean, I think he just had to delay it. He didn't have a lot of gas, and he was trying to get those roaches out as quickly as possible. And you know what was also it? Like, he really needed to do roaches, because if he only depended on those lings, those queens are on the front line too. They weren't larva injecting. He needed those roaches, that low usage of larva to defend that. And officially he has, right? But he is down 8 workers. He's behind on the upgrade for speed, but also the upgrade for +2. 16.
Wow, you just did math on stream.
I was very bold.
I'm going to shake your hand real quick. That was an impressive thing to do.
I know. It's one of the hardest ones, too. Breaking down the rocks, definitely something that Hyun wanted to do, because he was the one that realized, I'm under pressure, I need to buy time, I need to get my economy back up, and he has officially. Oh, actually, Jaedong's going to match him. They both matched on the drones, but that army lead and the upgrade lead is still in effect for Jaedong.
Yeah, 30 over 18. There's so many situations here where Hyun might be able to force a concave, but at some point, Jaedong's going to have enough roaches to just push through. That supply count keeps growing.
Yeah.
88 roaches worth of supply against 90 roaches worth of supply to 74 for Hyun.
Yeah. About 10 more roaches for Jaedong right now, but he's had more drones longer, so that production's
Ooh.
really starting to kick in. What?
A macro hatchery. Interesting. Instead of going for a 4th.
He also goes for Tunneling Claws, but I don't think he's a burrow yet.
I like Tunneling Claws, yeah, with Burrow, of course, you can't use them, but I like Tunneling Claws in ZVZ generally. We see a lot of those things where you'll split off 3 different directions and kill a ton of workers.
I hope he realizes he's not burrow and actually gets it.
It might actually be a little bit stress and panic. I mean, this has been a pretty high-stakes series.
It has, but he's in control of this game, so I don't know about panic. I think he might be timing it out.
Dude,
Hyun,
what's the difference of our price? I don't even know this off the top of my head. It's like $4,000, isn't it, between first and second?
It's pretty big, I do remember that. The Contaminate goes on the Tunneling Claws. You usually don't even... you just never see that happen. If anything, we never see Contaminates in general, so on top of these upgrade is different.
Yeah, it's $8,500 for first place, $4,250 per second. That's what these two are playing for right now.
Split double, wow. Wow.
Both more money than we're going to make in a long time, that's for certain.
Okay. The burrow does start. It's timed out with the Tunneling Claws now, and even overlord speed. The upgrade, actually, the counter Contaminate went down on Hyun's +2. Jaedong is already an upgrade ahead. It looks like he's going to hit a pretty strong timing. Hyun's going to try and go to the Baneling game. It's not going to happen.
62 over 58. The concave is going to be what matters most. That +2 upgrade is going to help a ton. Jaedong is going to push into Hyun, and he's going to still retain that Roach lead. But Hyun's starting to even it up. Defender's advantage might just be a little too strong. Jaedong has Roaches sitting in the back not firing, whereas Hyun has every single Roach firing. So despite being at a disadvantage, he's actually doing very well in this fight. Transfusion's going down. Queen's throwing some shots out. And I don't think Jaedong's going to win with this push.
He is not going to win with this push. This might have just equalized the game. Hyun, I got that economy back up. Boy, he doesn't still have those upgrades. And that was nice.
I'm having deja vu back to when Jaedong was playing against Violet, but it's the other way around this time.
Hyun did invest in, whoa, there was an Overseer right over that army. I don't know what Jaedong's thinking right here.
He's thinking, don't look at me.
Don't look at me, don't look at me.
Don't look at me!
Ah! Okay, well, they looked. So Jaedong still has that upgrade advantage. Gonna be big. Hyun invested into the Baneling speed and doesn't have any Lings or Banelings. A little odd right there.
I don't think it's a bad idea, though, because to me, Hyun, he likes his Roach Baneling.
Well, yeah, eventually Roach Baneling will work out, right? But because he had to defend there and that was a very high-pressure situation, he doesn't have any gas to get, like 5 Banelings, much as 20.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's, if he had a 4th, maybe it's a little bit more easily accessible. Jaedong does have his 4th, which is really nice. The thing about Roach Baneling, though, this I guess pattern started falling off because I think it became a little too all-in for most players. Didn't realize he didn't even take the 6th gas in his main, by the way, Hyun, that is.
Oh, yeah. But you're right. Usually the Roach Baneling is like 1, 2.5 battles. Oh my god, Seed!
Shout out to Seed, looking like a boss at the photo booth.
Absolutely.
So Hyun, though, he's taken really great engagements up to this point. He's been fighting at deficits most of this game. I'm feeling good for him right now. If he can keep his calm composure and angle himself to take good fights, that's his best case scenario to beat somebody like Jaedong here in the macro game.
Yeah.
But this is really Jaedong's comfort zone. And Hyun, wait, is he building another Baneling nest?
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, well, we're going to look into that later. A couple of Spur Colors are also going down. He was looking to go ahead and get above that max count, but Jaedong attacks beforehand. He still has that upgrade lead, but it's still a better concave for Hyun. Very even fight right now.
Jaedong with the upgrades are going to look better, but once again, this is a bit of an awkward scuffle forward. The unit counting station is still remaining very similar. However, while this went on, Jaedong got to the main, and he killed some drones!
Not a whole lot quite yet, but it looks like Hyun has just simply not noticed.
Like,
Jaedong's going to do him a favor and kill the second Baneling.
Let me help you. You don't need 2 Baneling nests, bro.
Oh, seriously, that's why
Unless
he noticed.
that was the sickest bait out of Hyun.
I don't know, but there we go. There's the 20 Banelings I was mentioning earlier, and he didn't have the gas count. He found it, even while defending against Jaedong's attack, and that's going to be scary. Jaedong has been just roach. I thought at one point someone, well, I guess Hyun went on the Banelings, but I thought Jaedong was going to go on his own Banelings or his own Hydralisk with the Infestors. Never went beyond just the Roach, so while he has that upgrade lead, those Banelings can make a huge difference depending on how Jaedong reacts to it. And he did see them, so now at least he'll be mentally prepared when the next fight happens.
I just don't know what to say at this point. That was really funny to see that attack go off and do so little damage. I thought that would have been a lot more catastrophic, but the reality is Hyun doesn't really have a lead in any regard right now.
Nope.
Jaedong does. And those Banelings, they want to push through this
Oh
choke.
my
They're going to
God.
get focused down.
Hyun.
Third base from Hyun now under attack by Jaedong. Big Roach attack. Drones on the run. Spine Crawler not going to save his base.
Hyun was willing to lose a 4th base, but I'm not sure he's willing to lose his 3rd base.
They get
He
to the
runs
heart of
into a
Jaedong's
concave.
roaches, though. Look at that splash damage. Hyun's not going to try and devastate him. Remember, Jaedong has a lot of his own roaches on the other side of the field. Hyun will win this fight at home, no problemo. But Jaedong, is he base trading this out at a ZVZ?
Well, I mean, Hyun's the one that forced the base trade, but Hyun is now down to just 1 base. That's all. That's 1 base. Jaedong has a lot of room to move around drones to get his reinforcements to actually survive.
Hyun has so many more roaches than Jaedong. Jaedong cannot take a straight-on army engagement, and I think he knows that as well.
If he ever consolidates and his reinforcements are not getting picked off one by one, it's actually a very even roach count, 33 to 34. And again, with the upgrade lead, the Evo Chamber is right there. It's right there. He's gonna get it.
No,
He's gonna get it. No, what are you doing?
No!
It's gonna
Jaedong's
finish.
gonna finish. Now he's gonna have 2-2 over Hyun. On top of this, you know what? Hyun can't heal his roaches. He doesn't have burrow. Jaedong does.
Oh, yeah. I feel really good for Jaedong here. Hyun
So
still has
does
an
the crowd,
overseer, but
zombie
that's
crowd.
the last overseer he's gonna get. His lair is gonna be under attack soon.
The spine
the spine
crawlers,
crawlers.
the roach count. Jaedong has too good of a defense. He's got
the
too
miss.
much supply and too many upgrades for Hyun to deal with.
Literally too many. This is gonna tie it up 2-2. After the first 2 games,
Oh my
Hyun
god,
with
all the
8 pulls,
2s.
please.
He's got too many 2-2 upgrades. It's going to be 2-2 afterwards.
Oh my god, I'm blowing him on right now. Oh, he's gonna attack into the spine crawlers, whatever Jaedong's reinforcements came to be. A couple of queens as well. And the point is, though, is that Hyun is bleeding off roaches. Jaedong still has another base. He still has his roaches
Hyun.
in Hyun's base, and Hyun realizes
Tap out.
it's
GG.
game.
Jaedong, ladies and gentlemen, does tie up the series now 2-2. Woo! I don't even know what to say about that. That was just... I loved how scrappy that game was. That got really messy for Jaedong really quickly.
It got crappy because of 2. It's
Number 2! Number 2! Oh!
Anyways. Why did I make joke though? That was your joke to make. But seriously, that was a really nice game.
That was,
And,
I mean,
applaud both players.
I really thought Jaedong had a huge lead. I mean, rarely do you see somebody with that much of a roach advantage not take a good fight, but Hyun concaves. Hyun has all his roaches firing when Jaedong doesn't. Just so many ways that could have gone, I don't know, crazier, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, constantly we were all like, okay, he'll always have the upgrade advantage apparently, and he even had a drone count advantage for like a good few minutes. And I was always like, Jaedong, this is his game, and he did almost lose it. Hyun was doing really, really well. I didn't even notice that Jaedong did plan on going into his own bailing nest, by the way. He had one on the main base.
Well, I mean, Hyun was building another one for him. Right,
there's that, but he never got touched with the hooks, so that just might have been the leftover from the early game.
Just real quick too. Oh man, there's another trophy shot. That thing looks so beautiful. You know the thing is though, here's what I like. Both Jaedong and Hyun are totally buff enough to actually lift that thing above their head.
Jaedong works out, yeah.
Yeah, so does Hyun.
Whoa. Can they arm wrestle for it? Is that actually going to be the game number 7?
That'll be the tiebreaker. Just the arm wrestle. That's the worst StarCraft tiebreaker of all time.
You know what? It's fine.
This is my mouse arm. Ooh.
I'm just saying, it's not a coin flip, which has happened in other tournaments.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So Dash and Terminal up next.
Ew. It's like,
I still remember, it's unfair because Zombie and I had the worst first experience with this map. We had the honor of seeing it first on the Team Liquid map contest, where it was brighter than the sun and somehow yet darker than every map we've ever seen.
At the same time.
It was this anomaly that I just don't
Both
understand.
hot and cold, Doctor.
It needs more blankets and less blankets.
It seriously was the worst. And it was so surprising, too, because we thought that was going to be a bummer if it stopped it from going into the map pool, winning that contest or whatever, and we thought it wouldn't, and then it still did, and they fixed it. I mean, good job on them, but it's still a really weird map.
Well, guys, we're going to hop into the game. Tied up 2-2. We'll see you in a second, Dash and Terminal.
Hey guys, we are into game number 5. I can do math. We're on Dash and Terminal, and we are starting off in the top Middle right, thanks production. In the middle right, it is the blue Zerg Hyun.
You know what you should do? Next time that happens, just over there.
Over there somewhere.
Spawning up here, over there. Ladies and gentlemen, playing for Evil Geniuses, give it up for Jaedong. But Zombie Grub,
What?
look what's in the production tab. And look at the
Are
drone
you
count
for
of
real,
the man
Hyun?
doing it once again.
Hyun. He's like, this is the only way.
I
I'm
almost
gonna
feel
win.
like, do we boo this or do we cheer this,
Oh,
right?
okay,
Like,
here's the thing though. It's not necessarily because he lost the last 2 games. The first game you 8-pool because boom, right off the bat you're in the best of. The second game was Catalina, a good early pool map. This map, another one that's really funky, kind of short. I mean, I like it. I'm not gonna boo him.
oh, I'm not gonna boo him either. I just feel like it's like the evil villain. You know, he just keeps doing that same move that nobody knows how to stop. Where's the good guy that can stop
And
him?
Jaedong keeps on going for the hatch first.
This is a good read out of Hyun, though, if he knows that this is the case. Now, hang on, guys. Again, we've seen 2 bad games out of this, but it's worth
Here.
noting we've also seen this lose.
This is a bit different too because what Catalina, you literally have a chance that they're not going to scout you at all in time. Dash General, it's confirmed they are going to scout you.
And-
The overlay gets right over here.
Oh, he sees exactly what Jaedong's doing in his base.
Well, yeah, but Jaedong also saw Hyun, so I mean, this is what he did on Coda, and he still ended up losing. So I'm like, you know, but seriously, like Jaedong has another opportunity to fix what he messed up in that first game because he's doing the exact same thing. Oh, never mind. Hey, whoa, we got a jump
Hyun
ball.
is definitely going a little bit more dedicated on this
Okie
one.
dokie.
So, pull up the boys, I guess it's just not something you say when you're casting Zerg, but it's what's happening. We got the Jones coming along with these Lings. He's won the Ling fight before in the past, but he's getting a little bit of extra backup this time around.
Okay, well, this is, I don't know. Jaedong was already going to have enough trouble with the Lings.
we got
Now he has
Hyun.
to deal with the drones as well.
Hyun can actually counter drone stack. Like drone stack on top of Jaedong's drone stack. Gonna see these coming in. If you had enough money,
What the heck?
it's gonna go to drone
What
stack!
are you even going to do?
Hey bro, I heard you like stacking, so I got some stacks for your stacks. The Lings are just on auto attack. The drones are
No
trying
drones
to
have
push
died
these
yet.
away.
There we go. The first drone finally goes down. There we go. First drone for Hyun is also going down at the same time. I don't understand.
It's 4-3, 5-3. Jaedong starting to lose a
Jaedong-
little too much. His
Jaedong, I
Lings
think, is
pop out though.
winning. Not 8-3.
Hyun
8-3.
loses his drones. Jaedong's gonna hold this.
Jaedong holds.
Hyun has 2 drones remaining at home. If Jaedong walks away with this with any amount of drones alive, he's good to go. Hyun's not done. He says I can do magic with 2 Lings. I disagree.
I do disagree as well. Oh my god, he is like 4 army supply. It's 2 drones, 4 army supply. Jaedong has the numbers, but it's like 4 and 5 numbers.
I love-
It's such a silly thing.
I love how Jaedong can't deal with the simplified version of this, but he can deal with a more complicated version of this.
He's figured it out. He's got
Good game.
this. Good game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jaedong takes the game. A very definitive lead now in the series. 3-2, 1 game away from locking this down. Oh, Zombie Grub. I don't even know at this point. What I'm loving is that this isn't our standard ZVZ. When I said we get finals that don't disappoint, I'm sure there's people out there churning their nose, going like, oh, these aren't Codes Devil Zerg games. Like, F that. I'll take these every single day of the week.
They're so odd. The thing is, like, Hyun, I looked over, he looked really disappointed in that. He was like, man, I can't believe it didn't work. You know, you scout that, and I'm pretty sure if it was in a different map, and he didn't scout it, right? He didn't scout that it was like the hatch first, and he's just doing the 10 pull because, or the 8 pull, whatever it was, because whatever. He probably doesn't pull the drones. But he saw the build. It was a weird map, kind of a short map too. He pulls the drones. He probably thinks that I have a really, really good chance to win this, and then he doesn't. And I don't even know if the players really knew what was going on with all the drone stacking.
I know that Hyun
It
was
was
trying
like-
to push Jaedong off of those drones, or that middle patch, pretty damn bad.
I mean, I think it was like a Muta versus Muta war, right? Where like you can't really tell what's going on, just hoping that more flappy things are happening, and you hope that you have more flappy things after it's all said and done.
Whoa.
Jenna was probably like, man, I really hope I have more drones at the end of this. Oh, I do, great.
Surprise! Well, the next map's going to be Bridgehead, and it's worth noting this could be it. I'm going to go look this up. Our first tournament ever,
Yes.
the big one.
Yes.
Yo,
You
hey,
you should
production
definitely
crew.
Google that.
Yeah, maybe I should do this with some context. StarCraft 2.
It's a roller coaster. It's fine.
All right, production crew. I'm gonna maybe get you to play something if there ends up being some downtime. But the players look like they're getting ready, so we'll hold off on that for now. But this is what I want to bring up. Last time we saw Hyun in the finals with us, It was our very first big offline tournament. He got 4-0'd by Life.
Online tournament.
Online tournament, worth noting. That was our first online tournament. This is our first offline tournament.
Yes.
And I'm proud to have Hyun in both of those. But, oh, man, despite doing well to start this, he's really starting to fall apart now.
So did you officially curse him?
Maybe.
Are you officially going to feel bad now?
Anyways, I don't know if we'll see if Hyun actually gets allowed. Looks like he's having some troubles right now.
Ah, he was watching the replay.
Well, I was going to get you guys to play this in the downtime. Actually, can we do this? I can play this in as the Dave. It's 3 minutes, guys. We're going to wait till after this game. Maybe we'll do it. It's an homage to Tempo and me. It's an homage to Hyun one way or the other. We'll get this sorted after the game.
Yeah, we will. We're into it. Countdown has started.
All right, Bridgehead, get ready for some metal music made by Train Bigger Monkeys. Dr. Awesome, mod of the channel. Thank you so much. All right, folks, welcome back. This could be the decider game. We're in map number 6. The score is 3-2 in the favor of this guy on the right side of Bridgehead. Over there, it's going to be Evil Genius's Jaedong!
And on the left, he is now down 1 game. He has to prove that he cannot just win the cheesy games of the macro ones too. It's the blue Zerg, Hyun.
So I was looking for it, and we were going to, if we had some downtime, start talking about our very first ever big online tournament. Kind of a stepping stone towards this big offline tournament. And I had totally forgotten, I was about to talk about Hyun for it, but Jaedong played in that one as well. But Jaedong got knocked out so much sooner.
By Journey, remember?
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm actually really impressed to see not only the return of 2 players who are a big part of, like an integral part of our first online tournament, our first big online tournament, both make it to the finals of our first big offline tournament.
Well, that is pretty cool. I wonder if they even realize that.
They probably play a million tournaments. They're
I
like,
know, right?
What? Yeah, another online
I played
thing?
that one? I don't
What,
even
League
remember.
Fan Cup, Ultima League, what?
There is so many tournaments. This is finally the one map that Jaedong goes for like a pool first, really?
I know, right? I think at this point he's learned his lesson. He says playing greedy's not going to cut it. Not against someone who's risky like Hyun. But this is really worth bringing up for Hyun, right? This is what we never seem to expect out of him. You play a Zerg player, you're expecting, if 10 pools maybe. Gases, cheeses in that variety. Hyun goes like 7, 8 pools. Like, what the hell? Who does that 3 games in a best of 7?
Yeah, that's cool. Bridgehead's going to be a bit of an odd map. Of course, you have that in-house expansion, which means that main ramp is easier to hold off on. Just, a couple of queens, or if you can get a wall up with a creep tumor. Easy peasy. You don't have to worry about a Linger Mobiles at all. But, of course, there are those back rocks on Bridgehead that Lings probably won't chew through without anyone noticing, but maybe later on Roaches will be able to. It's just basically a map that's going to, I think, really be different for these guys who have done nothing but play on maps that's, that ramp is wide open and it's totally accessible.
So I think what we're going to do, regardless of whether Hyun wins or not, whether Jaedong wins here or not, when we get, and I'm saying this to the production crew for the first time, so like this isn't planned. I linked a YouTube video that Tempo and I made for our first first online tournament. I think it's going to have a pretty appropriate time to be played here. It doesn't involve the players, but it's the fact that was like our big first hype thing. And I think that'll be the good break between us and the winner's interview.
All right.
It's the thing I linked to Andrew, sorry guys in chat. But anyways, again, this Bridgehead is such a weird map. There's a lot of different ways to expand and play on this one. Everybody, oh, excuse me. Did you just take that off the caster desk while we're casting? Does Crank think he's going to get his duck back in one piece?
Holy moly, please.
I think we're going to have to hide this inside the banling now.
Good luck fitting that in there.
I know, it's not going to fit. There's a circling inside. There's a circling inside every banling, don't you know? Just try to get out.
There's a banling inside every circling.
Something like that. All right, so as far as this one goes, though, no cheese. No fast, no skipping speed here for Hyun. He's actually going to, I mean, if you cut speed, it is, in my opinion, a little bit cheesy to go for the roaches. You really sacrifice everything in the early game to hope to win in that mid-game push.
So, yeah, Hyun gets his speed, but Jaedong did get gas. He just doesn't choose to get speed.
And that's what I was going to get at. So if he cuts his speed out of this, that's 4 more roaches that pop out. That's a faster roach
Uh.
speed upgrade. That's the layer coming down sooner. If he chooses not to go through lings at all, then he could have a much stronger roach force much earlier.
Yeah, yeah. I guess there's a couple different ways to do. Oh, they're gonna build the stuff. Okay. There's a couple different ways to do this. There's the one where you actually just take off guys off gas at 100, and then you don't get it, so you have to save 100 minerals. There's that one, but he really didn't take guys at all off of gas. He goes for the Roach Horn and Evo Chamber. I went over the fact that that ramp is covered by a couple of buildings, all you need, and if he gets away with this, then he has the better macro opener now.
Well, the Banley Nest coming out of Hyun with the speed, give him at least a chance to pressure, but he's not really working to take down the back rocks. We don't have any lings sitting back there either. I mean, the last thing you want to do is try and bust through the front, but we did see earlier, of course, Banley take down the rocks when there's a full Evo Chamber wall, so definitely options are available.
Right, so I mean, really, when you explained the situation in ZVZ, I would have been expecting to do the reverse, where Hyun goes for the roaches and kind of the passive play. Jaedong goes for the aggressive one. It's flip-flopped. Kind of throwing me off here, but Jaedong is the one that's going to maybe have that slower third. At the very least, Hyun can make like 20 lings and at least try and attack that third, or start breaking down the rocks and later on have that counter-attack opportunity that Jaedong just won't have without that speed. Of course, Jaedong's going to get the faster roach speed again in this game, very similar to Terraform. A little bit faster on that missile upgrade as well, and his third base is not under attack.
This is really what he was afforded again by skipping past that ling speed. You don't put the Hunter gas somewhere, you can use it somewhere else a lot better. And I mean, last time we saw this, he had speed over Hyun, he was able to pick and choose engagements on Terraform, but still he didn't win that game. So...
yes he did.
Hyun? Or Jaedong?
Wait a minute. Jaedong was able to pick and choose the fights on Terraform, and he did end up winning.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, my brain is fried at this point. No sleep for like 3 days straight. If you say so, I'll go with it. But anyways, the point is, like, you don't always guarantee victories just by having this speed, but it does let you pick and choose the fights, which is also really, really nice.
I think you said they didn't win the game, but really I think what we're thinking is he didn't necessarily win the fights. There as we go. He did end up winning the game. But yeah, he wasn't exactly winning the fights. It wasn't like, I have speed, I automatically win, boom, that's it, that's it. No, that wasn't it at all. Hyun would take better engagements, have the better concaves, it would work out. So it's kind of a very similar situation here. Again, I'm looking forward to those back rocks being broken down eventually by either player. Probably going to be by Jaedong, because again, faster speed, more opportunities to run around the map. Hyun, at some point, might want to make just a couple lings just to be obnoxious, but it looks like they both just, it's the Roach War.
Now, Bridgehead, I mean, you can always expand to the far sides of the map, take your fourth at the top or the bottom right, top right or bottom left, or you break down the rocks. It's a lot. It's a question of this doesn't get to that point, though. Jalen's a little bit supply blocked right now, which means he's not going to have a lot to fight with in comparison to that of Hyun.
A little bit, yeah. He's going to break down these rocks, and of course Hyun is an overload over that, noticing it. He can't really get away with much until Hydras come out anyways, or if you would open up Mutas, which, by the way, we have not seen yet. Jaedong's in this series? What? Well, he might have planned on doing it on any of those maps that got E pulled on, so...
Actually, that probably was like the plan, and that's why. It's just like, okay, I'm never going to Mutas again. But the roaches are just kind of scuttling around, trying to look for anything they can get their hands on.
Ooh, he does duck in here, thinks he sees an opportunity, thinks he caught Hyun off guard, but really Hyun was in position. Equal upgrades, the roach count pretty even as well, but Hyun, of course, with the defender's advantage, is technically going to take this fight.
Yeah, I mean, with the upgrades not having any severe impact on
this.
Yeah,
a little bit more than technically, actually. Like, that army supply really dips down for Jaedong.
Well, it was the concave for Hyun just looks so good. And let's not forget, it's Hyun who's really fighting the hardest here. He doesn't want to get knocked out. Not here, not 4-2.
That might have just snowballed.
It's
Hyun's
looking like
up in workers. Jaedong's, really down in that supply. It's a little worrying.
This is the problem with Bridgehead. He has to go all the way around. He knows he can't fight in these bridges to create these terrible chokes and horrible concaves. Even pushing into this third's a little bit questionable.
Yeah, but really, Hyun just skyrocketed ahead on that roach count. Defender's advantage will be able to take care of it. Maybe, of course, a couple of queens helping out as well, but Hyun pushes in. He thinks he has an opportunity.
Queen gets sniped. There's contamination on the layer. These roach counts are looking pretty good for
Jaedong's
Hyun.
Just gonna
GG.
Oh
Ladies
my
and
God.
gentlemen, are we going to get an ace match?
Yeah, I guess so. That happened in the blink of an eye. Jaedong made one mistake, it looked like, and then boom, Hyun wins. It is now 3-3.
Oh man, I was so afraid I was going to jinx it when I brought it up. But we are spoiled brats when it comes to our finals. Our tournaments have the best finals. They always go to the ace match, and it's always the best games in them. I still think it's gonna be really hard for anyone to ever top Parting versus Gumiho. But this has been a pretty close contender.
Are we gonna do the video?
No,
No,
not now. I was thinking like when we cut to do the interview and stuff. But
Okay.
actually, production crew will scrap the idea. We'll just do that for after the show, I think.
Okay. It's a nice wrap.
I got super hyped
just
because it
what
was
happened to listen
nostalgia.
to. Yeah,
I
you
got
did.
nostalgia. If Tempo's here, I love you, man.
Just gonna get crying. Don't let anyone see you cry. Hold it in.
There's no crying in StarCraft 2. Last map, though, gonna be a weird one. Moonlight Madness.
Oh, another weird one. Not as weird as Tash Terminal for me.
Yeah, but I think like it's you've got the back rock dynamic that's still gonna be a problem. You've got the fact that you don't know where the safer natural base is. There's a lot of ways that this map isn't perhaps the best map for either of these players necessarily.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see the 3 bases taken immediately as it is a safe third, technically, or are we going to see the more aggressive, break all the rocks, run all the places?
I think the bigger question is Hyun going to take an early pool or not?
Yeah, that would be so ballsy. Like, Game 7. I would honestly, what if it's like Jaedong's turn? Game 7, he's been nothing but the one that's been in the offensive. He does
keep
the early pool.
That would be crazy. But keep in mind, guys, the prize pool distribution for this, there's almost $4,000 difference between first and second place. This one game is worth $4,000 essentially.
$4,250, I thought.
Math again on stream. A brave woman you are.
Me smirt.
That's MRT.
SMRT.
Look at this. I've also said we've been neglecting Twitch chat for so much of this, and they have just been spamming before we didn't even get to the map yet.
Yeah, calm down, guys.
Our Twitch chat is like the crowd here. Yeah, they start cheering before we even have anything to cheer about.
There it is.
I feel like this is the equivalent of accidentally saying Kappa and expecting nobody to write anything in chat.
Oh, what did you just do?
A mistake.
A mistake.
Although we do have one guy, I hope he's still here. He's got like a Kappa face. There he is. I don't know if we can get a crowd shot of him. We actually probably can't because it's like, I don't know, set up for other things.
Nuh-uh, they're
Oh,
going,
there
they're
we go.
zooming, there it is!
Who's going on the Kappa face? Yeah!
Oh my god, chat just explodes.
Chat explodes.
It's a mixture of Moonlight Madness spam and Kappa spam.
You know what they should do? They should take the donger in the Moonlight Madness spam and replace its face with the Kappa face.
Someone's gonna do that
Did
now.
I just make the worst kind of spam?
Yes, I think you did.
All right, so we're having trouble getting Hyun into the lobby. You know what? This would be the perfect time to play that video.
Yeah, that's weird. How did
What
that
a
happen?
coincidence. So guys, Anderson, I don't know if we can do this. If we can, this is like a 3-minute rap. Tempo and I wrote and sang together, although albeit it's like 90% tempo. We did it to celebrate our first ever online tournaments. And these two were both a big part of it. For so much nostalgia's sake, for BaseTradeTV's sake, I would love a production. Can we play this video? 5 seconds apparently.
5, 4.
Are you counting down? 2, 1.
They count down in R all the time. I don't think it is.
I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't think that's the right thing.
So,
Oh.
look at some strange audio apparently. If that's not obvious.
That's a no good on that one.
Zombie-Gum, I am so tired. For those who don't know, Zombie-Gum and I think collectively got like maybe 4 hours of sleep last night, 3 hours the night before. These have been long, warm days. I'm actually surprised we've kept it together this long.
The worst thing about downtime is not the disappointment of the fans or anything like that, or the players getting messed up. No, it's just freaking lights. Ah! It's so warm.
I know. The beautiful warm glow of soft box lights is so just evil. Send who what that link where?
Is it what about it?
I don't know. I don't know if they're talking to me or the other guys in production.
It is hard. I also heard that we're leaving the lobby and then.
Yeah, so we're trying to get Moonlight Madness set up. We're having trouble getting the players this. We're just trying to take care of that really quick, guys. And I don't know, maybe we'll fill the downtime with an awesome original song, or maybe we won't.
Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, I didn't
Did
break.
you get in? Okay, you got in. So we got 4 streamers in. That's good. Now we need the players.
Yeah.
So we're like halfway there. So you know what we could do as well while we wait? We could start looking at these pictures that the people did for the Chairs for Gaming giveaway. Because these 2 chairs do need to be given away.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, are we going to be able to see them?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, we are. But this is
Well,
stream.
I guess we'll be like, hey, this guy. We could ask the production to show up or something.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so we made the rule. We're gonna do one random and one for the Ursodon picks, right? So
I guess that was the rule.
I'll separate the Ursodon picks with it. Man, there are some good pictures here. This guy's wearing it like a hat. I love it.
There are just a lot of pictures.
These guys are praying to chairs for gaming. That's pretty smart. And he's wearing a BaseTradeTV shirt backwards.
And a Hwasong Oz.
That's smart marketing is what.
See? Technically could be pointing. What?
What?
Someone called your name.
Oh, I can't hear because of these wonderful headphones. All right, so we're trying to sort these out, guys. Give us a sec. There's so many entrants for this. But I guess when you got chairs that are worth this much money, this much quality. Oh, okay, we're just gonna open that one. Oh, this guy's actually killing the bear.
No.
Oh, hello?
That is the opposite of getting zombie grub's attention.
Well, I mean, it did grab our attention, so
Okay,
technically
getting zombie
it did
grub's
work.
love.
All right, so seriously, I'm not skipping. I know you guys
Your
can't.
tabs get any smaller.
I know. I have about 50 tabs open here on Twitter. I'm actually not skipping past any of these. We're going to actually open up every single person who entered into the Chairs for Gaming chairs
Holy.
giveaway. Lewd. Queen Green Tea. So lewd. Oh, even James entering into this.
James wanted that. James was so mad about the dance contest.
Oh, I like that cheerful. That's a good cheerful right there. What is it, Ire Jirai, or however I pronounce your name? My bad, man, but that's a wonderful looking cheerful. But okay, Zombie Girl, let's figure out the Ursa.
Oh my god, no.
I have like
It's just
34
the Twitter
tabs
icon.
open right now.
Oh, I love this though.
Okay, so I'm going to take the bear ones here, and then we'll just random like 1 through whatever for the rest, okay? I think that's how we're going to do this. And then I'll try and ask production to show so we can get like the identities of the people up here. Otherwise, like, all right, the weird guy who's not quite white, could you please step up to the front? All right, and then there's the one you kill the bear. That's not okay, man. Okay, so we have exactly
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we're going to go random.org and do 1 through 26. Hey, production, is there any way we can show my screen at all or no? Okay, but this is also kind of important. Are you able to show our screens or no? Well, don't worry about that now. Okay, so 22. So if that's 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. Oh, let's get into the lobby first.
Oh, real?
Okay, so we're getting to the lobby, but
We
how
know
do we
this
show
guy.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mafia?
Who? Oh, from Mafia. Oh, it's this guy. No. Okay, I don't know how to show this to the stream. Like, we'd have to get like the camera guy over here to do this. But guy who got voted out of Mafia for wanting to play too badly, if you know who you are, come on up here.
Can't you link this link to the same guy?
I could. Actually, let's link this to the streamer PC. So, Ender Sword. Okay,
go.
You know what? Do that. We'll finish up these giveaways.
Yeah,
We know
yeah.
who this is. We'll get this sorted. Then we got to pick the bear one afterwards for the last chair. So
There are not many bear ones.
Yeah.
Whoever did those, you have a really high chance.
Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight.
Oh, wow.
I love this crowd.
Oh
Zombie
my
Girl.
god, are you guys
But
serious?
guys-
Your chants are
Yes.
working right now.
Oh,
Are
no.
you kidding?
They've influenced the players. Ladies and gentlemen, he's held drones on 8. One more time in the top right corner of the map. Will this work again? It's Hyun!
Oh my god. In the bottom left, He's held off 2 out of 3, or actually 1 out of 3, I'm sorry. Getting held off a second one, or fourth one. Oh my god, there's been so many. It's the red Zerg Jaedong.
This game, the crowd, okay, the crowd for this is amazing. I could not be happier with all of you. Thank you so much for coming out. But let's just contemplate the fact that Hyun is risking this. He is risking $4,000 with this move.
When you put it like that, that's kind of scary, yeah.
That's the most expensive 8-pool you've ever seen.
Now, the thing about Moonlight Madness, again, is that you are going to be able to see this almost immediately with the Overlord. There's only one path they can really take unless they want to break down the rocks, which you don't want to do with an 8-pool.
No.
They're going to go over this Overlord absolutely, and you know what? Jaedong finally pool firsts when Hyun does an early pool.
Will this be enough, though? That's the big question.
I think so.
Hyun, is he going to pull drones? Is he just going to go links? There's a lot of different ways this could go.
There's no way he pulls drones. I really
Okay.
feel like the only way he did that was because he knew there was a hatch first. This one, he
Jaedong
has no
sees it.
idea.
Jaedong sees it with the Overlord. He now knows what's going on. He's going to mine as many minerals as possible before he has to start stacking.
cancel.
Cancels the natural. That's a lot more money to have.
He's going to have a pool. You have that
He can
money
start
for
a
spine crawlers,
spine crawler.
queens, lings, everything you need.
Zombie grub.
Hyun's going to get to the natural and realize it's not a hatch first.
Is Jaedong about to win? Hell, it's a boot time.
I think that he might just be.
This is
Unless
gonna-
he really messes up this control. Here we go.
Start
he has
stacking
5
up.
drones at least to lose.
He has so many links on the way. He's building a queen. I would have loved to see a spine card to really lock this down, but he's still finding a way to mine. Links pop out and do get picked off. A little bit of bullying going on here on top of the larva spawn.
This is really very delicate. Very delicate.
This is so scary. When the queen pops out, that's almost going to be what locks this down for Jaedong. But Hyun's fighting for the best visibility.
queen.
These
Here
are the most
comes the
expensive
queen.
links. Can he afford to do this?
I like that she was pushed out of the way as well, but she's going to add on a lot of DPS. In the worst case scenario, those drones can come off the line
They're
and
going to
help
have to.
out.
They're going to have to.
This might just actually go to a macro game, though. Behind this, Hyun is getting a second queen, I believe.
That's true.
And
oh my God.
more drones.
He didn't dedicate to this. We didn't notice we got too caught up in the focus of the hype. Oh, well, he pulls back some of these links. He was going to check the back to make sure there wasn't actually a natural over there that he had missed. He does take a pretty decent link fight, but he doesn't kill Jaedong. However, because Jaedong canceled his own natural, they are on even footing.
He's going to put it down now, and he did get a gas. Hyun, still no gas.
He does take a big worker lead. He got a
He
little bit
does.
greedy with the drones.
He does. Up by 6 now. 3 more on the way for Jaedong. A little bit of a counterattack. I mean, a very, very tiny counterattack. Only 4 lings. I don't think they'll be able to get a drone kill, but at least they'll get a scout.
What if this game went to Muta versus Muta?
Oh, you calm down for a second. They're not going to get a scout. The Overlord of Jaedong sees at least 1 gas, but not the other one.
Well, for the time being, that might not be too much of a problem. I do like that he's knocking down the back rocks. He doesn't want to take any chances that something sneaks by, that Hyun's chipping away the rocks while this goes on. Jaedong scouting the natural base was pretty important, and he's actually going to be the one to start chipping away at those back rocks.
He's almost at 100 gas for that speed. It's going to give him a lot of control. Hyun finally getting the gas just now. Well, there's like none. Jaedong is going to go ahead and invest into a spine crawler to help out for later. I mean, I don't know. It's still up in the air. That 8 pool, like, it did not get what it did in the last 3 games, or last 2 games, I guess, that Hyun won. But it's the third option that I guess we just kind of didn't anticipate, which is it just keeps the game just keeps going on.
It's the game that keeps on giving.
Yeah, that too.
I just love that the insanity that ensued Game 7. The crowd went wild for an 8 pool.
know.
The 8 pool did actually nothing but set this tone
Dude.
for a macro game.
That Ling is lazy.
That Ling is the foreman, actually. He doesn't have to work. You'll notice Lings come out 2 at a time. This is the one man out.
That's
He
true.
got promoted.
Also, he doesn't have to work because his buddy died. His twin died.
Oh, that's actually really sad to think
Isn't
about.
that sad? This one gets pulled
Oh.
off too for whatever reason.
Now he's no longer a twin.
Oh, okay. The gas that Hyun got does not go into his own speed. It goes into a lair. If Jaedong gets a lot of drones right now, gets his own lair. No. It's not going to be Muta versus Muta. No.
I got a little
No,
excited.
no.
I saw the Evo chamber start coming down. We're gonna wait to see. There's the
calm
Roach
down for a
Warren.
second.
Okay. Heart was palpitating.
Well, this Roach Warren for Hyun, while might not be Muta versus Muta, maybe just like one person goes Muta. Like, that would be cool. But that's a lot of lings, more importantly, right now, with speed coming out for Jaedong.
If there is the potential of Muta for Jaedong, I would really like if you
Oh,
played
it's
this the way
not.
Bly did, but there's too late on these gases. You
Yeah.
can still get away with 3. You don't even need 4, but not if you don't start them now.
Yeah.
So the question is he comfortable playing Roaches, and is it going to be working
Is
versus
he?
Hyun?
Hyun's already supply blocked.
Yeah, nice snipe with that queen on the overlord.
I think like one popped as that one died, so he's still supply blocked in the same way. But Lings are moving across the map now. Jaedong is doing a big swell of Lings behind this. And what does Hyun have to defend against this? He has a wall, which is pretty darn good if you ask me, but that wall's going to get broken really quickly.
Crawler goes down though to hold the wall. Three
Uh-oh,
queens coming
uh-oh.
down. He's got to get
That's
that
not a wall,
wall.
that's not a wall, that is a wall.
That's a wall once again.
Ooh.
No cancel though, but it's a kill. Queen's just trying to shoot down these Lings. Transfuses are available. Is he going to save that queen? Gets the save. He's got a second transfuse. Almost ready on that queen.
I am very surprised that Jaedong's going to commit to this. He really wants to get these queens. The first one is going to go down. No, just kidding. There's a transfuse.
So good out of Hyun.
Oh my
Roaches
God.
now pop out. He's going to hold this
Honestly,
wall.
I really wonder why Jaedong committed to that. I think that was was it obvious that the transfuses were going to go down? There was like nothing else going on the map. It was like he was going to miss micro.
I think he was hoping that because those queens really did just barely have enough energy. In fairness, like those were
Oh, that is
51
true.
energy
That is true.
transfuses.
Hyun's going to counterattack with his roaches. They won't have speed. In fact, their upgrades are similarly timed. But
Jaedong's popping out with 8.
Yeah, Jaedong has 8.
I think the
He's
finish
okay.
advantage should be fine here.
Yeah, he should be fine. It's going to be very, very close. Now, Living on the way. They have reached the front of the base. They're going to go after that Roach Warren. Well, they absolutely can't get that.
Big
That can't happen.
vulnerability. Big
Oh, Spike
vulnerability.
Crawler in the high ground still up there.
I think he's getting the Roach Ward though.
I don't think so.
Okay, there we go. Jaedong comes out, decides to fight. He was waiting for those roaches to come out. They were coming out kind of like 1 or 2 at a time.
You know, Hyun a little bit dedicating to this, more Roach as opposed to that third base. Jaedong's getting a third base though. It's already over halfway done. Oh, Hyun is getting the weird third base.
Okay, that's a big question.
That's a question mark. We saw initially when Millet Madness was on like the Team Like a Map contest and maybe a couple more games after that, people experiment with this base, but then almost everyone agreed like it's, you know, with the front natural and the back natural is the second and the third.
I mean, if he's anticipating things like run-bys, that actually would be maybe not the worst base, because let's consider for a moment, those back rocks are a huge gap, and it's not something
Right.
you can choke. But that third base there, while harder to reinforce, does choke off.
Yeah, I guess, but it's not like you're able to wall your third base over there, are you? I mean,
But I mean, 2 queens can buy a lot more time over there than they can at the third. I mean, I don't know. We've never seen anyone do this. I'm just guesstimating at this point.
The upgrade for Jaedong has finished, so if Hyun takes this, he's technically at its upgrade his advantage. A Spine
But-
Crawler helps out again from that high ground. He moves over just a tiny bit, so it doesn't. But
20
Jaedong still has
roaches
that
to 18.
upgrade.
20 roaches to 18 is such a close number. I think the Spine Crawler plus the finish
Yeah.
advantage should be more than enough
Yeah,
for
and now
Jaedong.
Jaedong has that third base. Has had that third base. He's
Sniping
up
off
just a
roaches.
tiny bit in drones, and now he's up in the army supply as well.
I'm wondering, has Jaedong actually scouted Hyun's third? I'm wondering if that might also be a big factor in this. He has no idea that it's there.
But I mean, like,
not seen it.
what does that actually get you? Like, you really think Jaedong's gonna be like, well, I guess he's not getting a third? Like,
He
that's
might think Hyun's trying to dedicate too hard. He might think he's overreacting or panicking. I don't know,
maybe.
but look at Intercept, or maybe he just has good intuition.
Yeah, of course, his Overlord's been over on the other third for a very long time. Probably should have been sniped by now, or at least moved. Jaedong is going to go for this attack. He's up 30 supply, and most of that, all of that, in fact, was in that army supply. But there's the big Roach Spell from Hyun, 11 more on the way. Jaedong just starting that +2. Hyun dedicating to 2 upgrades. He got 2 Evos.
It's almost 40 roaches to 24, though. That's what makes this really scary. As much as you got queens and possibly transfuses, it's really hard to overcome a roach number that big.
You know what's really weird, too? Since we never see this third base, it might be worth it for Jaedong to break down his rocks at his third base so that he is closer to Hyun's third base. Like, his reinforcement line is going, you know, a very long way right now.
That's actually a really good point. He's going to go all the way around the map. It looks like he's thinking the same thing, so he goes to the back with those roaches, maybe?
Maybe not.
Or he just wants to chill.
There's that macro hatchery again going down for Jaedong, and he does start his finished, I think, second Evo chamber, but nonetheless, he will be behind in those upgrades. And that was a huge deal in that Terraform game that he won. Maybe this is Hyun's way back into this.
At this point, I really wasn't expecting it to go to Roach versus Roach like this, though. That's all I can say.
We got so hyped up. Oh my god, he's not actually getting a hatch first. He's gonna win. Oh, wait a minute. They just continue playing the game. Whoops-a-daisy. Jaedong now no longer has that army supply upgrade, has only a tiny drone lead, and it's looking so even. This is scary. Whoever you're cheering for, it's scary.
The resources lost surprisingly close as well.
Hyun is going to take this fight, or Jaedong's to fight. I'm not sure which one is which. But either way, they are on the same upgrades. It's 33 roaches for Jaedong. It's 37 for Hyun. Yeah, it does look that way. Oh my god, did Jaedong ever break down those back rocks? He did break down those back rocks.
Well, if he couldn't reinforce, that would be certainly game catching them all like this. But still, despite running around, he's got a bit of a concave. 26 roaches to 21. Jaedong losing this roach fight.
And the
roaches on the backside also going to fall off.
I think
that was a 2-1 upgrade lead.
Yeah, exactly. I think he noticed those upgrades, but it's such a... Oh my god, Hyun can actually push with this for so long.
Jaedong, how many seconds until Jaedong's are done?
It's way too much.
Oh, well, apparently,
Apparently we're never going to find out, but that
Okay.
Carib at the very least is very
10
far away
seconds.
from finishing.
10 seconds on the weapons at least. He needs a fairer fight than he currently has.
Yeah, he will have the concave on the low ground here, as well as a couple of
Hyun
chance
knows this too.
fuses.
That's
but
why he's not diving into this. He knows that his roaches are low as well.
this is very, very precarious right now. Hyun is going to pull back.
More roaches got in the middle of the map for free. Jaedong just going to lead out a couple.
Oh boy, this is giving him time to get those upgrades. That was super scary.
It's still just roaches though. No one's moving Hydras, no one's over Failings. Hyun's going to push into this and hope to take the fight. He does have more roaches than Jaedong. He's got better upgrades than Jaedong, but the concave, is this going to be enough? He's got defender's advantage on his side, and Jaedong is fighting for his life.
It looks like it is. That army supply dipping very,
35 to
very
20
low for
roaches.
Jaedong. I think Hyun might have done it. His A pool finally
14
fails, finally
roaches remain for
faces.
Jaedong. Hyun pushing for victory. We got a spine crawler coming. It's not going to be enough. He's going to have to pull the drones. Everything he can do to try and hold on to this game. Contaminates the hatchery. No larva, no spawns,
Oh,
no
this is
reinforcements.
game.
Hyun,
Absolutely
ladies and
game.
gentlemen,
Hyun will actually do it, and off the back of still technically an A pool.
he's going to 8-pull his way to victory. 3 games in a best of 7. To the top of the ramp we go, and Jaedong is just bleeding out. He's got nothing to work with. 4 roaches remain. He's just dying.
He's dead. I don't think Jaedong can believe it. I'm looking at him right now, and he's thinking of anything they can do. But I mean, he's getting lings right now in a desperate attempt.
the
There's
junk's
no
getting
counterattack
full.
damage they could have done.
Map number
Good
7,
game.
ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Hyun.
Woo!
Guys, Mike. Alright. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest of ZVZ has come to an end at 17 minutes, 70-second mark in the very final 7th round. Red Zerg has made the final decision, declaring the winner by TKO. It's Sok Unbelievable KO! That was a fail. I made myself a big mess over here. Me just walking over. 석현아 일로 와야 될 것 같은데? 고승현 선수 이쪽으로 오세요. 잠깐 인터뷰 좀 해야죠. Before we got into the match, Hyun made a tweet saying that he's been on a diet for a couple of months and he's been slimmed down a little bit. He needed a new belt and it seems like this one does not fit. 고승현 선수 경기 시작하기 전에 트위터로 한마디 하셨죠. 다이어트를 해서 살이 좀 빠져서 벨트를 하나 새로 맞춰야 되겠다. 근데 벨트가 크네요.
다시 살을 찌워야 될 것 같아요.
Guess it's time to eat up and regain those lost weights. Alright, Hyun. First championship this year, and actually, if I recall, it's been a long time since you won the championship at an offline event. How does that feel? 그래서 오랜만에 우승하셨는데요.
2015년에 제가 성적을 좀 잘 못 내가지고 계속 4강에서 막혔는데 이렇게 우승을 해서 너무너무 기쁜 것 같아요.
After several lots and lots of round of 4 finishes, semi-finalists, this just feels incredible. I'm super stoked and happy that I was able to clinch this victory. All right, before we close everything, let's just talk about the game. I know it kind of is senseless to go through all the analysis of the games, but let's just pick a few. You had a lot of games. First you won, second you won, lost, losing. It seemed like Jaedong was clinching it back, and you ended up taking the last 2 series to claim the title. So, is there any matches that you want to specifically talk about? Any other thoughts about the games? And there's the last popper. 김호승 선수 이제 처음에 리드를 잡다가 3대2 그래서 역수입을 당하나 이런 느낌이 있었는데 마지막 2경기 따면서 우승하셨거든요. 딱히 특별히 기억나는 경기가 있는지요?
일단 제 1, 2경기를 이제 제동이가 이제 부유하게 하는 걸 좋아하다 보니까 이제 그거 카운터로 이제 제가 공격적인 팔못을 계속 했는데 1, 2경기 좀 쉽게 이겨서 제동이 이제 멘탈을 제가 흔들었다고 생각을 해서 좀 쉽게 이길 줄 알았어요. 근데 확실히 탑 플레이는 다르다는 게 느낀 게 제가 대시엔 터미널에서 제가 치즈를 했는데 막혀가지고 제가 오히려 멘탈이 깨져가지고 헤비레인 아니 그 브리치 애들을 이제 6경기에서 이겨가지고 그나마 좀 멘탈이 회복이 됐던 것 같아요.
First two games, I played Jaedong many times before, and we know each other's styles a lot very well. So in the first couple of games, I know Jaedong was gonna go for something greedy, so I went for super early aggros in the first two games. Took the easy, I guess 2-0 ahead, and then I think what happened was I think I celebrated too early. I gave three losses, and in Dash and Terminal it was like an all-in build that I cheesed, and that was when I knew, wow, this guy's still not dead yet. Tyrant's still very much alive, and I lost. I was a little bit, broken into pieces. I was about to. Then the bridge had the victory, and I think that carried on through the very last map in the Moonlight Madness. All right, Hyun. Last words to fans, everyone in the world that's been cheering for you. We haven't been able to see him very much. This is like the one time we got to see him at offline overseas, and he was able to take it. 마지막으로 팬들한테 시청하고 있었던 팬들, 응원하고 있던 팬들한테 한마디.
일단 토론토로 제가 두 번째 왔는데 이렇게 두 번째 왔을 때 이렇게 많은 팬분들의 응원을 받으면서 게임을 하고 이제 우승도 해가지고 너무너무 감사드리고 나중에 또 올지 안 올지 모르겠지만 또 오면은 많이 응원해 주세요. 네.
Second time in Toronto, I'm really glad. I'm still very, my heart's pumping that I was able to clinch this victory, and obviously good memory. I don't know if I'll ever be able to come back to Toronto or not, but obviously here, fans here and all of the world cheering for me, I was able to get that ooze of that 하나 둘 셋 fighting moment, and that really helped me a lot. And thank you very much all to you guys. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, Hyun. All right, now before we send him off, I have a few words from the creator of this event.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I guess I'm actually holding this. Thank you, Hyun. All right, so I don't know what to say at this point. Zombie, get over here. You need to be in the shot for this. Guys, this is Team BaseTrade right here. We have worked so hard to do so many stupid things online and cast so many dumb hours. I mean, God, how many times have we been awake at like 3 a.m. in the morning? I never in my life thought we would be doing this. We have a crowd of freaking amazing people. We have some of the best players we could possibly ask for. And the best part for me, we talked a little bit about this in the finals. For those who don't know, Hyun actually lost the first big online tournament we ever threw. So for him to win our first offline tournament is just like icing on the cake. And the fact that we got a ZVZ finals, it was a little worrisome. We thought it'd be boring, but not a dull moment in these finals.
No, absolutely not.
I didn't hold that tight. Oh, close enough, whatever. But anyways, she said it wasn't. I started this with Zombie Grub. We had the idea, crazy idea to do a live event. I really underestimated the support we would get from this. The story for Kickstarter, you've probably heard it. We aimed for $5,000. We raised $27,000 to make this happen. And before I even continue with this speech, I really want to give a big thank you to the folks at Hunter and Lucas. A big special shout out to Vaughn for helping accommodate us this weekend, for providing the venue for the event. But I don't know what to say. It's so crazy. We've had so much support. We got this offline support, but let's not forget our Twitch chat. We got thousands of people who are watching tonight. Our moderators help us out on a regular basis. Partoofs, Currency. This is going up to be the craziest community I never thought I would ever get to see, much less be a part of. So thank you guys so much for having us, and thank you so much for letting us do what we do.
All right, before I close out, I just want to say a few words. My first time solo hosting. I know I had them, a couple little patches here and there, but thank you guys for not having me fired. I guess carrying on throughout the weekend. Truly, I know there are a lot of improvements to be made, but I think I improved overall. And if it wasn't for your support and not a lot of pitchforks, I don't think it would have been possible. So thank you very much, everyone watching and everyone here. This has been Hell Taboo Time from BaseTradeTV. My name is Mel. I was the host, and there are all your play-by-plays: Riftkin, Zombie Grub, Crank, and Livy B. Good night, guys. Hashtag stay frosty and hashtag come together. Have yourself a good night and see you guys next week. Or bye, or online. I don't know.
This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you, after all that we've been through. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you, after all that we've been through. Over the mountains, oh, the sun did rise, but it did not dim the stars in the sky. And I tarried to watch it, troubled as I go. This feeling won't last long, I know. Over the mountains, oh, the sun did rise, but it did not dim the stars in the sky. And in awe I tarried to watch it, troubled as I go. But this feeling won't last long, I know. Daylight over the mountains, all the stars shone bright. I watched as planets fell from the sky, and I felt it moving above me. Something was now right. This world has changed and set me alive. I can see the dawning, stars rise up surrounding, beautiful heavenly lights. Don't forget this calling, someday it will find me, and falling stars will carry me home. So what was done had just begun. On the horizon, saw a new sun, a dawn of time for all who see, as falling stars descended through the night. The stars will shine, another ending day would be our lives, a dawn of truth for all who see, as setting suns descended. On that evening, facing the mountains, the setting sun would die, and it shone like golden fire in the sky. watch it, christened by